If you're looking for intellectual, informed basketball takes, and you want to bring in media that knows what they're talking about, look no further than.
Never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights, man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands, we run 3-man weeks, Paul, Dre, and Allen, yeah. Way more than a fan, we got love for the game, we don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm to run the fast break, throw me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break, throw me the outlet. We on the break, it's fast break. We on the break, it's fast break. Let's go.
You gotta do that again.
Oh, you know what it is. Back again. Ain't trying to squash no beef. We into it. We at the funeral right outside. We might just see. You changed something different. That was for the kids. We see what's going on TikTok. I love when kids discover songs that we've been bumping for 5 years. It's the best thing in the world.
It's gonna come wild now. Songs
it's hilarious.
Like 10 years ago. It's
I love it.
It's like, oh,
because allow me to be hype about this song again. Like I had a great time the first time. I'm here to enjoy this song again. Like
it's a fact.
You kids
that
don't
was
know nothing about
pandemic
this.
Drill. They don't know about the prime years. Pandemic years drill, boy.
That's crazy. They talking about that like that was like 15 years ago. That was
that's not that long ago. That's crazy.
Years ago. Oh, I missed the Chef G days and that was the other day.
That era.
That was last year.
The Chef G era. I can't believe that was 5 years.
Eras are shorter now, bro. Eras are about 5 years now. That's why everyone's talking about 2016 like it's 96.
You know what's crazy? I was just talking to my sister about 2016. This is earlier today, man.
Bro, 10 years today.
Was a lifetime.
Like literally 2 generations ago,
a
bro.
A lot of life has happened in that time, man.
We've gone through 2 different cycles of style, culture, like aesthetic. Like you feel
That's
me?
too
like,
fast.
It's because of TikTok.
I just think culture is moving quicker. Like we get off stuff faster.
Because of social media, I think it's because
part of it, yeah.
Things are spreading faster, so they go way faster.
Like I remember, I want to say 2 years ago, it was just hitting me that skinny jeans wasn't the wave no more.
Just hitting you?
I would say 2 or 3 years ago.
You was still wearing those?
Not because I could still fit in them. I'm just saying it wasn't popular.
No, like that was like shortly after the pandemic. Yes, it was.
That's what I'm saying. 2 or 3 years ago, bro. Like right around 20.
Even that was a crazy era in and of itself.
The skinny jeans era?
Yeah, but that lasted 10 years. We were rocking skinny jeans from 2012. We was rocking skinny jeans from 2012 to 2022.
New boys in it.
Facts. But then that ended, and then I got myself some nice boot cut, and now they saying in 26 boot cut is done already.
It's been done. It's been done. It was done before it started. Listen, you only need slim straight. Call it a day. That's it,
brother. We talking about style, brother. We not. You have to relax. That's the style. Yo, you can't start being an uncle this early into the podcast.
That's all you need.
need-
All
All you need is some Slim Straight.
Some Slim
Is a
Straight.
good pair of slacks.
Chinos, jeans, slacks. Let me
How
tell
many,
you,
how many church shoes you own, Andre?
mad church shoes. I got
But
dress
he's a
boots.
low though. That's different.
I got
Trade in
fresh
the
shirts.
J's for the church shoes. That's crazy.
Say it again.
You try to trade in the J's for the church shoes.
Yeah, Ben. I got
Yeah,
sweater
yeah.
vests.
Yo,
I got-
Dre,
I got
Dre,
what up?
Dre, keep it all the way funky, all the way funky.
Selling it.
up?
He's
What's up?
selling it right now.
What's up?
Bar-
What's up?
Do you own a pair of Nike Air Monarchs?
No. No, for real. I don't.
I'm gonna ask your wife.
You can ask her.
I'm gonna ask your wife.
Ask Alan. Alan and I got the same Nike plug. He would know.
Wait, hold on,
You
y'all
have
got
to say
Nike
what?
plugs?
Oh,
You have to say what?
Wait a second.
Nike
yo,
plug.
Y'all got Nike
Oh, the
plugs.
same Nike plug.
Yeah.
I said, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. So wait, y'all been gatekeeping from the podcast?
What you mean gatekeeping? I told you this years ago.
That you had a Nike plug?
Yes.
I don't remember
But
this.
here's the thing: all Nike
I told you
plugs
that years ago.
aren't
Like
made
15
equal,
years
aren't
ago.
like-
What are you talking about?
what does he supply you with? If it's Monarchs,
Just think you got the same plug. I don't know what he supply you with. I don't know nothing about what you got going on. Don't put that on
that's
me.
not really a plug. That's an outlet.
That's crazy.
Yo,
That's crazy.
Drop bombs, Paul. Drop bombs. Drop bombs.
Don't
Drop
drop no
bombs.
bomb. Don't drop no bomb.
That's the bar.
yo.
Mm.
Facts, RJ. We need to see the collection. Open up the closet. We gotta see. If you're a real sneakerhead, you have the boxes. My
Yeah,
real
not
sneakerheads
a-
know what I'm talking about.
Not a real
Display
sneaker.
boxes with the lights.
I'll be very honest.
the
I'm not a real
venting.
sneakerhead.
Real
I'm not
stuff.
a sneakerhead at all. At all.
If your sneakers is on the floor, don't talk to me, bro.
All right, so we can end it right here.
That's what I thought. Right next to the Monarchs and the
I don't
logo.
got no Monarchs, brother. I don't know what you want, brother.
All right.
Let's see.
Let me introduce this podcast. Uh-oh. Hey!
That's
Hey!
crazy.
They're on
What's
sale.
That's crazy.
Nah, you gotta show the classic joints. Show the classic white navies. The classic, they're right there.
Those are classic. Not that I ever owned them.
Yeah. Put that shit.
Matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna buy a pair though. I'm gonna hit my plug
You
up
see a
right
brother put up his nose, you know he about to put something on the grill. Little pack of chicken, some ribs,
They're on sale.
dogs.
That's
We
a
don't do
fact.
no sausages though.
All right.
Why?
Why for that? Hold on.
All right, let me introduce this podcast. I'm not done flaming the audience. This is a flame sesh real quick. I'm not done flaming, but just so you know who the fire starter is, who the flamethrower is. I go by the name Rhoda, hostess with the mostest, and you know this. Flatbush. Joining me today, as you can very much see, I have the man in the middle, the author.
That's trying to flame me for being a Haitian uncle. I'm just, you know what, audience, you just gotta be comfortable with who you
The
are.
sturdy one,
That's just what it is.
America's favorite Haitian uncle,
King Dre.
Dre Sock Passe.
Proud Haitian uncle over here, man.
Mr. Monarch, that's your new one.
No.
No, don't put that on him. Don't put that on
The only Monarch I know is the budgeting app. That's all you
Nah,
need.
but you're King
Yeah.
Dre. We're gonna start calling you Monarch Dre.
Nobody on Fast Break rock the Monarchs. Don't put that on us.
Kings
on
and
the brand.
Monarchs.
What's
I'm
wrong
gonna
with
start calling you Monarch Dre. You're the Monarch.
No.
The Monarch King Dre.
Mm.
No. That's kind of tough, but for the reason you can't say it. You ruined it. You ruined that. No. Calling the Monarch is crazy. That's crazy. You see how that's crazy, right?
Also with us today, the stubborn one. We call him Coach, Mr. We Don't Care. PRR Sports 1995. Coach Paul. Go on, big up yourself.
Don't know the thing already, you know. Is it?
And last but certainly not least, the professional, the architect. We call him Morpheus. Alan, the man with the plan.
Come on.
Big Jersey.
Dude,
Yo, I should audition to be a stadium announcer.
No, you shouldn't. Because you're gonna say some wild shit. I'm sorry.
Or
I
DJ.
Unless you go to work for the Hornets, because they be saying everything.
Bro, if I was the Nets announcer, it would be dangerous.
the Nets.
That
Oh, like in
That would be hard though. If somebody hit a three, if
Yeah.
Gordon Jr. hit a three, and then that's hard. That's
crazy.
hard.
They don't have an.
MPJ and
How does one get that job? That's a good question.
You said what?
How does someone get that
How
job?
does one get that? How does one get that
That's a great
job?
question.
You got audition for that?
Probably connections like
I
I
now
think
one
They
of
probably
those-
got tryouts. They
they're
probably
very
got like
entrenched
summer league
positions.
for it.
They're
Honestly,
very entrenched positions. It's hard to get them. For example, like the dude who's been doing it for the Lakers, been doing it for like 40 years.
yeah.
Like you're not getting that job
Yeah,
till
he's not giving that up. Yeah.
And
So he
before
can't
him
speak no more.
was Chick Hearn. So like,
This
you know what I'm
guy's tapped
saying?
in.
Like,
He know them by name.
dead ass.
he got a statue.
Oh, word. Yeah.
That's
He
how
wasn't over
that's
there.
how great we are. Our announcers get statues.
Is that a great thing? Is that like a?
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, like, that's good.
Because he called. You know why though? It's because he's one of the greatest announcers in NBA history. He's called some of the greatest calls ever. A lot of the phrases we say, he came up with.
That's a fact. I saw that on IG.
The Jello is jigging. The chicken is cooked.
From the
The
stripe.
fridge is closed.
Charity stripe, I think he came up with.
Charity stripe for sure.
Okay, bet.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I have some more flaming to do, but first we're gonna flame someone not on the podcast first. I got something to show Paul to get his raw reaction, because that's the type of timing I'm on today.
This clip is so funny.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, I did see this.
You guys watching the game right now that reminds you of the young lady to your right?
I like Peyton Pritchard from Boston. The way he's able to handle the basketball, he makes big shots. Now, a lot like this young lady right here. Big moment and is a champion like she seemed to be.
What about you, Mella?
I mean, to me, she nailed it. It would be Luka for me. The
Yeah.
way that you're
Smart
able to
man.
play in that open.
I didn't see that part. I didn't see the part
Nah, I didn't see that part.
after Richard Miller.
Nah, Reggie was tripping. Reggie was tripping.
Me. He said-
He fixed that up. Nice fix, my love.
Now, Melo
Nice
had
fix.
to put it. He said, "You don't know who this is, do you? You're not aware."
Now, there's somebody
Of
on
course he does.
another
That's Indiana.
podcast.
That's Indiana. People don't understand. That's why that hurt more. That's Mr. Indiana.
Yeah, exactly.
You supposed to
That's wild.
come on now.
You're supposed to be tapped in, brother. He's
Yeah.
not watching the games.
There's a guy on another podcast, a popular podcast, who said Peyton Pritchard should be insulted
I heard that.
That's crazy.
Oh,
because
heard
he's saying Peyton Pritchard is nice. Peyton Pritchard is nice, but come on.
These,
We have to
you know what
stop.
it is? Because they're comparing
Why
them
would
to
he
each
say
other
Curry?
instead of comparing to the competition. Caitlin Clark is closer to Luka. Much
Let's
closer
not
to
do that. Let's not. Let's
in
not.
her
let's
league.
not-
In her
We're not
league,
putting a handicap on the women's game.
I'm not putting a handicap on the women's game, but I'm comparing her to her competition. Caitlin Clark is Caitlin Clark. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do a comparison,
We can just compare games, bro. She don't play like no Peyton Pritchard, bro.
for
He got
sure,
like Curry.
for real, plays like Curry.
Like we don't have to do it. We don't have to do it with her
You don't gotta
status
hoop
in her
either.
league. We could just go off raw skill and game. She don't play like Peyton Pritchard, bro. She,
I agree. I don't know
Different
what's
game,
crazy
different
about
game.
that. I really don't know what's crazy. I'm saying Peyton Pritchard. What any way you slice it, that's crazy.
Right.
Any way you
yeah.
slice it, that's crazy.
All right, I have some
Except
more
in
flaming to do. Hopefully these have loaded up. Oh, great, perfect.
Uh-oh. This man came prepared.
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
This is news to us. I don't know what he about to do.
I told y'all I was doing this.
No, you didn't. No, it's
I don't
nothing.
know. Fast breaks family, we don't know what's coming.
I'll see what this is.
What is that?
This group chat from last night.
Yeah.
Audio listeners,
Yeah.
he's got on some like text.
So he is getting
Oh,
the
this
text
is the
message.
group
I
chat.
just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
This
Now
is the
listen.
real game. You'll see how the Pistons really match up against us.
And then it was announced, and then it was announced that two of our top
No. I don't want no
out.
excuses. I don't want no excuses. I was told to do it. What should we do to your beloved Pistons?
Yeah.
Do it.
And
He
what did you
said.
say about the Lakers game that we're going to talk about? What did you
Hold
say?
on.
Actual game of the week.
Yeah. What did you say?
I'm not done sharing.
He's gonna go tell us that us losing 2 players is equivalent to him losing Austin Reeves.
No. He said, I'm going to say that Austin Reeves was out.
What's this screenshot right here?
Yeah, deadass. What group chat is that? What group chat? You seem to get messages in that group chat. What's going on here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just leave this right here, fans.
You can leave it wherever you want to. You can leave it wherever you want to.
Listen.
Yeah,
You
tell
said
people what the
You're
screenshot
gonna
is.
say, hold on. You said that you're gonna say that Lakers versus Knicks game where we beat y'all doesn't count because Austin Reeves was out.
I wasn't gonna say that. I said that after you tried to say that certain games don't count because people were hurt.
And what did I say? I said you can say that if you want because I believe it's my basketball philosophy that when important players are out, yes, that changes the outcome. That could very well change the outcome of the game. Okay.
Oh, it's
so
because,
now,
because players were hurt.
right
You
before
didn't
the
say that
game,
yesterday.
right before the
Say that
game,
yesterday.
2 of our top 3 scorers are out, and Jalen Brunson had his worst game as a Knick.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not. What you want me to say? Like, okay,
He wants to pontificate him. He wants to come out and for us to say, "Oh, they're not good enough. They're not ready." I like injuries are a big part of the game. I don't know how you can come out in good conscience and be like, "Oh, see, this is really representative of the Knicks." It's not. It's not. Now, if you want to, if we have a full cast tomorrow against the Celtics, we can watch what really happens.
Are we gonna have a full cast? Because it was right before the game we found out that Cat
I'm
and
just,
OG were
I'm
out.
just clip farming because I'm definitely putting the Curb Your Enthusiasm music over this still image right here.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Go ahead. Go ahead, because you know what I see? I see a lot of NBA fans say. Go ahead. Because I see a lot of NBA fans say that they still pick the Knicks over the Pistons because they need to see them do it in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I see a lot of not just Knicks fans. Remember that. Because K didn't even have that great of a game. It was
he was disappointed from the smoke that got ducked. He was ready, and he said, "Man, y'all not even serious. I'm not even playing. I feel him. I'm not even playing. I came here to go. Y'all wasn't even with it.
He's not where he needs to be in the league to be doing that yet.
Here's the thing, Paul. Here's what the real conversation I want to have with you in response to your comments.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm aligned with you that we could do stuff don't count because that works in my favor as well. Obviously, for the conversation we about to have. But my thing is, why did certain things happen? Because there's another text that I spared you from where you looked at the injury that was announced for Cat and you verbatim said yourself, but he was fine last game.
No, that was me. That was Andre.
That was Andre.
Oh, that was Andre.
Don't put that on me.
That was a ball.
But he was fine last game. So my question is, y'all have won 8 in a row. Y'all rolling, and then the number 1 team in the East comes in, the team that smacked you up before. Y'all know it's a big game, and your 2 leading scorers decide, we hurt. Address it.
I don't know what to address. It's what happened.
Right.
What's to address? We're not the medical staff.
That's like you. Like, what? You want us to say that they're lying? Is that what you want us to say?
Paul, you become a doctor and I didn't know about it?
Apparently, these past few years, I've been working on my medical degree.
Bro, me too, apparently. Listen. Apparently, we're part of the medical staff now.
Yo, the way plea bargains get so freely copped on this podcast is insanity. Insanity. You hear me?
Listen, it's unfortunate. Listen. It's unfortunate. No, listen to me. No. Listen to me. It's unfortunate when players go down for big games. It's been happening in the playoffs for a few years now, right?
You've seen it in the finals just last season.
All right, wait, real quick. Be honest. If both those players play tomorrow against the Celtics, you not looking away?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not looking away?
They got cleared by the medical staff.
Are you tight or no?
What do you mean?
They got cleared by the medical staff.
Hey, what do you mean? I'm not looking away?
Get healthy for the next game. there's not a part in the back of your
Probably
brain.
not going to get
Hold on.
healthy for the next game, honestly.
What's the
But
injury?
if they do,
No. Wait, what's the
You
injury?
understand that's a double-edged sword, right? You understand how this is how you personally are gonna turn this against us, because if they get healthy, you're gonna be like, oh, look at the Detroit game. And if they don't get healthy, you're gonna be like, look, they're still ducking smoke. So it's a lose-lose
I'm just
situation.
saying I would respect it more if both those players are out for at least 3 games. But if y'all really just took a game off and it happened to be that game,
Hold on, listen. Let's first of all, right? First of all, the injuries that they have are literally like 1 game worthy, right? Number one, right? Like a sore toe.
Bro,
If
he
you
got
need
elbowed
like a day,
high.
you need like a day off from that, right? Number one. Number two, right? The laceration in the
you
eye.
believe in that? You believe that players, if you have a injury that really only would keep you out of game, you take that game off? You can't play through
because
that?
if you don't, it's gonna just get worse and worse and
You
worse.
can't play through that?
If you play through certain injuries, they just get worse. And it's a regular season right now.
A
We're trying
sore
to win the
toe.
chip.
A sore toe.
If you play through it, Deuce McBride is going to be out for most of the season, and we thought he just had a sore ankle.
An ankle is so much different than a toe. Don't do
It
that.
don't matter. It don't matter. It's a regular season. And quite frankly, you are bigging up the Pistons a lot. People don't believe in the Pistons. The Knicks are like, listen, I'd rather play the Celtics than we're going to take off this Pistons game. You got the number 1 seed for right now. Let's see how long that lasts. If this was the 4th game or the 3rd game that
Brother,
we
we're almost at the All-Star break, which means there's only going to be a third of the season left. Talking about, let's see how long that
February.
lasts. You
It's
still
February.
talking like it's November, brother, where
It's
you say,
February.
oh, we'll see. Everyone's hot now. We'll see how it plays out. It's been playing out. We've been playing games.
It's February.
Oh.
If the Knicks, listen, you got to let's put this in perspective. The Knicks had a horrible stretch in January, right?
Yeah.
And they're only before last night. They were only 4.5 games out of first. We're not worried. We're good. We're not worried. Now, would I have liked them to play? Yeah, but I'm not gonna question them being injured in February and saying, "Oh, like this is ducking
Alan, let me
smoke."
ask you this question. You don't think that, remember, going back to, and I love to do this, bringing back full circle to our narrative stuff. Is this not the problem with the regular season in this era? There's no more priority and hype around regular season games. In 2009 to 2012, you would look crazy for ducking this game. Even if you are hurt, you take a different game off. You don't take this game off. This is a team you're gonna see in the playoffs. You want to send a message on your home court because the regular season matters mentally. You play this game, but you just talking about it's the regular season. We'll catch them in the standings anyway. Forget them. We don't believe in them. We just gonna take the game off. That's the problem with the regular season in this era.
But you can say the same thing about the Celtics game, though.
I asked Alan though.
Okay. Go ahead.
But if they take the Celtics game off, then it's like that means it was like a real injury. They take multiple games off.
That's true.
But no, I agree what you said about the regular season. I think that's been a problem for the league for a couple years now. And I don't know who to blame, if it's the players or maybe like the media, or maybe even the fans, because no one talks about the regular season anymore. But that's where you like make your bones for the playoffs. And a game like that is good for confidence. It's good for seeding, because you never know, it might end up with a tie. It's good for seeding if you want the number 1 seed. So it's really important to play a game like that. I really hope they are, in fact, games that they really should not have played in or could not have played in to miss that, because that's a really big game. That's a really big game to miss. So I hope it was for like good reason.
Then from a consumer standpoint, bro, I'm sure the Garden was sold
That's
out.
another angle. Yeah,
I'm sure the Garden was sold out. Everyone, Knicks fans was geared up, ready.
Not at the Garden. They were in Detroit.
It was a Detroit game.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's
Even worse. Even worse. So now you have no memory this year of winning in Detroit.
It's literally just 2 games. Like, this isn't going to kill us.
I'm just saying, going into the playoffs, you haven't won in Detroit at all in this year.
This season, sure. Thus far.
You don't think that plays into nothing? You don't think that plays into
Yo,
nothing?
Faro, you're bigging up the
Mentally.
Pistons too much. You've been doing this for many episodes now. I'm telling you.
Let him. Because it's not like that's going to be a determining factor when we meet them in the playoffs. Like,
Hold on. Take
Sure.
Nick Bias aside. This is also something that NBA media has been criticized for years, is only talking about the big market teams, ignoring other teams playing better. Because real talk, the Thunder should have been getting coverage for the last 3 years. No,
Yeah.
but and wasn't that a problem? No one would ever talk about the Thunder, and then they mess
Yeah.
around and win the chip. So,
Yeah.
so pardon me for giving respect to the number 1 seed in the conference with 2 All-Stars on it. Pardon me.
Yeah,
Listen.
but what level of respect are we giving them though? Is
The
it there's
respect
there's
of
levels
number
of
1
respect?
seed with 2 All-Stars on it.
Okay, there's levels to respect. That's all I'm saying. You can big them up.
But-
Like I agree that they are to be respected, but to what extent? Right? Like an argument could be made that if you're gonna pick the Celtics or the Pistons and you gotta sit one game, a good argument could be made. I'm not gonna say I agree, but a good argument could be made that you should pick the Pistons to sit. There's a
How?
good argument. The Celtics have more experience, right? The Celtics
We
actually won
actually
a chip.
beat the Celtics, though. That's
We
the
beat
thing.
the Pistons too.
True, fair point.
That's what I'm trying to say. The way you talk is like we didn't beat them. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
but in terms of not taking teams seriously in the playoffs without Tatum, do the Celtics actually put more fear in your heart than the Pistons?
No.
Right.
Without Tatum,
Well, yes, without Tatum.
No, I'm going to be honest
they're
with you.
saying that Tatum might come back.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Like I asked the question very specifically. No,
No,
Tatum in
no,
the playoffs. Did
no.
the Celtics put more fear in your heart than the Pistons?
No.
No.
But then again, no team really puts fear in my heart for the playoffs, if I'm being honest. No team in the
You
East.
sound like Ja.
We good in the West.
You
Yeah,
sound
we
like
can say
Ja.
that. We fans. John was crazy. He's a player. You can't say that.
That's crazy. That was crazy, him. But we fans. I'm just being honest. I think, especially looking out east and looking at the standings, we got number one. We have proven over the last 8 games that a cohesive Knicks team is actually unbeatable. But everybody playing,
beat good
everybody
teams, too.
here. I'm sorry.
I said we beat good teams in that stretch too.
We beat really good teams in that stretch. So, like I said, there's nobody in the East right now that's like, oh my God, they're insurmountable. What are we gonna do? Like, I'm not worried about them. I still see us as a strong contender for the finals, if not the strongest contender for the finals coming out the East. And there's nothing that's gonna stop that. Now, again, right? We can count games where we're injured or we're not playing our best or whatever. You can count it, not count it, doesn't matter. If you want to see how they go and how it happens, or rather how we stack up against good teams, you have a record that you can see in that 8-game stretch where we played good teams and we beat them. We're playing the Celtics tomorrow. We're playing the
But
Pistons. again on
matchups
Wednesday.
matter, though. Let's not act
Matchups
like
matter, sure.
Matchups
Sure.
matter.
So
We can't properly judge the matchup because
How many of them are
Cat
good teams out of those 8 games?
out of those 8 games, at least 3.
Yeah.
Toronto, Lakers,
Name
and the Nuggets.
The Lakers and Nuggets were 2 good wins. What was the third one?
Toronto.
It's a solid
By
win.
30.
But you was kind of supposed to do that. But I'll give you that's a solid win.
That's another team we were bringing up earlier this year too.
OD.
No, like I said, it's a solid win because if you had lost to that last game, I would have been like, that's concerning.
We also beat the 76ers, which
I'll
are
give you
hot,
that
by the
one
way.
was a-
Should all those games count?
That
Huh?
listen,
Should all those games count?
Yes.
Should all those games
Toronto
count?
win,
Yeah,
the
because this is the
Toronto-
real Knicks. Yeah.
the Toronto win, I'll
Was
call
the-
you that's a taking care of your business win.
All right.
It doesn't prove anything, but you took care of business.
Okay.
Beating those 2 strong Western Conference teams, those are strong wins. I'll give you that.
The
Although we
Sixers.
could say
also beat
one
the
of them doesn't
Sixers.
count. We could say one of them doesn't count if we want to play that game.
Which one do you want to put?
We'll
Doesn't
talk
count?
about it. We'll talk about it.
Which one do you want to put?
The
Gotta
Doesn't
be
count?
here
Nuggets
now.
also didn't have who was it? Aaron Gordon? Yeah, Aaron Gordon. Does
So
that count?
both games we could
Does
say
that count?
don't count if we want to talk about it.
I mean,
I
if
would
we're
keep
going that
showing
way,
that
we didn't have
count.
Deuce.
Huh?
We didn't have
Oh,
Deuce,
oh,
and
right.
no, we didn't have Deuce and Art. On
Wait. First of all,
Why?
wait, hold on. First of all, the Nuggets are playing better. The Nuggets are playing better without Aaron Gordon.
That's
That's
a
not
fact.
true.
Peyton Watson.
Yeah,
Peyton
they
Watson
do that.
stepped up in his absence. Did he not?
That's not the Nuggets have just been steady. There's no playing better with or without anybody. They've just been steady.
I don't know if I can say that.
Because all right, will we say that Jamal Murray's playing better without Jokic then?
He was. He became an all-star because of that.
What are you talking about?
He became an all-star for the
Actively.
first time because of that. Yeah.
I
Come
don't
on
like
now.
this. Production doesn't mean playing better. Oh, like
What does it
he
mean?
did what he was supposed to do. That doesn't
Oh
mean that
my
when
gosh,
he
I don't like that.
no, but that is. But then you're saying that when Jokic is there, he's playing worse.
He's just not playing to his full. He's playing within the team, and we
He
know
was
that.
dependent-
Not always.
Correct.
No,
Correct,
no,
Rogers.
no. What you say is Jamal Murray has been playing excellent all season. When Jokic is there, he does what he's supposed to do. When Jokic is not there, he does what he's supposed to do. But just because the numbers are better when Jokic is not there and they're higher does not mean that was him playing better than when he plays with Jokic. He's been playing phenomenal all year.
I think it's slightly disingenuous to act like a player stepping up and producing more when their star player is out, a secondary player stepping up when their star player is out, it's supposed to be a given. Because that's not always happening.
It is when you're the second. It is,
no, it's not. It's not. That's what you're supposed to do.
Hold on.
It doesn't always happen. I'm giving credit.
Let's slow roll this because this is something me and you had a strong disagreement about for a long time when it came to Brown and Tatum.
That's
I
correct.
firmly believe when you are the second best player on a team, it absolutely supposed to be assumed.
It's supposed to be a what?
If you are the second best player on a team, when the first player is out, I'm expecting you to produce. Matter of fact, even if the first player isn't out, if the best player is having a bad game, I expect you to produce and carry. That's your job.
You could say it's their job, but they're a secondary player for a reason. So sometimes them doing their job doesn't happen. So I
love that you said that because Jaylen Brown recently spoke to this when they asked him about what he thinks of his play this year and whether he's getting the respect he deserves that maybe he wasn't getting before. And he was saying only, and this is me paraphrasing, he's like, only in the minds of the narratives of the people about how good I am. So he's like, I'm grateful for this year that everyone can understand how good I am. But he said, when Tatum comes back, I'm doing what I have to do because I want to win basketball. So that's in his own mind. He plays second, not because there has been some arbitrary or official determination by the coach that Tatum is better. They have decided intellectually that Tatum having the higher usage works better for their team. So sometimes the reason why someone is the 1A versus the 1B or the 1 to the 2 is not necessarily because you're so much better than this other player, but we play better when we play through this person.
No. I think teams make that decision and look at.
I agree, but that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Don't act like because you're the second best player, we automatically assume you're so much worse than the best so that you get a pass if you don't step up when they're out or when they're not playing well. Sometimes that second best player, you damn near as good as this guy. So if he's not playing well or he's not there, I expect you to play damn near as good as this guy.
I don't think there's a single secondary player that you could look at like you're almost as good as that. The teams are looking at them as
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
No, I don't think so. I think they believe. I think they gave the keys to Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown was there before Jason Tatum. You know,
you're bugging.
Jaylen Brown was there before Jason Tatum. I think still made a conscious decision to give it to Jason Tatum.
If you don't think teams are aware that they have to be damn near as equally concerned about Jaylen Brown as Tatum when they play the Celtics, you are sorely mistaken.
No.
You are sorely mistaken.
Of course, I believe that, but I'm saying that the team, the Celtics themselves, they believe that Jason Tatum.
No, but see, you're projecting because I just gave you a paraphrase quote from Jaylen Brown saying that's not the case.
He was talking, but you said himself. You said I believe, right? That's what he said, right? That Jason Tatum should have the ball in his hands, right? Oh, he froze up.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me? You think Joe Mazzulla this year is going, oh, I didn't know Jaylen Brown had this in him?
It's possible.
Hell no.
It's possible. Absolutely.
Hell no. Absolutely not.
I think
absolutely.
Okay.
Brad Stevens knew. I'll tell you that. Brad Stevens knew for sure. And he's the GM. So I guarantee you that
he wasn't the GM when they got drafted. He wasn't the GM when they got drafted.
You know what? Matter of fact, you know why? Here's the biggest clue to me that they knew that. They didn't try to tank this year.
That's a good point.
No.
Why would they try to tank? Why would they try to tank? They have a finals.
I'm out. Name another situation where there is considerable gap in talent between 1A and 1B or 1 and 2, and one goes down for the year and they didn't tank.
Russell Westbrook was he became an MVP. What are we talking about?
What are you talking about? Kevin Durant wasn't hurt, he was gone.
He was gone. There's a considerable, maybe it's not one
to
one.
Different.
That's
a totally different scenario.
How was it a totally different scenario?
Russ became your one.
I'm sorry?
Russ became your one. He's your one.
Jalen Brown became the one.
No, Andre, wait, hold, I got you, Farrell. Wait, Andre. He's saying that you know that this player is going to come back the next year,
right?
So therefore, why would you not?
So this year's a wash. You know
what I mean? Because the players come back. Well, with the KD situation, KD left the team. He's not coming back.
That's what I'm saying. Name another example where the best player went down for the year and the team
he's coming back.
He's coming back. And if they think the second player is not even close to how good he is, tell me when they didn't treat the season as a wash.
Now, I would say to that.
When Paul George and Oladipo were together, wash the next year.
I would say to you now, Jason
Embiid, the first time he got hurt before Tyrese Maxey ascended, did they not tank the next year?
Hold on. Who said Jason Tatum is out for the year? That's the key. People ignore that.
You think that's the reason why, and not more? We know Jaylen Brown.
Yes, I do. Because if hold on. Wait.
No.
Wait. Hold on. You're telling me our supposed best player is coming back, allegedly, right? He has a chance to come back, right? Why not let
You're listening to him say that. The team has never said that. The team has never expressed any interest in him coming back this year.
I know, but you see what you have.
Paul, really quick. Even in that, they still not believe in Jaylen Brown enough for some to even get them there. Because he's not coming back. If he's coming back, he's not coming back till late in the season. So they even got to believe Jaylen Brown can even get them there in the first place.
Right.
That's still close to the point.
Because if you thought the distance was really that great, even if he does come back late in the year, you don't think you're gonna be there. So it's a wash regardless, which is also what happened with Paul George, mind you. Remember when he came back, it didn't matter. They had already taken the year off.
No. Listen, if there's a chance that our best player can come back, right, and our secondary player is nice, right, that doesn't mean that you think he's as nice or close to.
I think you have to think you're gonna be anything competitive.
Everybody knows Jaylen Brown is nice. That doesn't mean that they think that he's all-time great, potentially nice like Jason Tatum. There's a difference. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if you
do. I think they absolutely do.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Obvious. I think it's also very obvious that they absolutely do.
I don't think so.
What tells me that they do is because of the fact that for all those years when like the Celtics were not going to the finals and winning it, they stuck with him and didn't trade him. They could have got some nice pieces for him. They could have got Anthony Davis for him. They refused a bunch of trades to get him. That alone tells me how much they believe in him.
My argument, I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm saying
no, I do. We're saying what the point is. I think for the standard we're talking about for those decisions, I do think you have to think this player is damn near as generationally of a talent as Tatum.
No.
Because we just named a generational talent. Anthony Davis in his prime. This is Pelicans years we're talking about.
Remember they were in the running to get KD. They were in the running to get KD. They didn't trade Jaylen Brown for that.
Come on now.
Wait, when was that? What year was that?
A couple of years
Warriors.
ago.
Trade KD for
they would have traded for him.
The Warriors were going to trade KD.
Wait, we'll tell you. Remember when KD tore his Achilles and he was a free agent that summer? The Celtics were in that conversation.
Why would they have to trade? He would have signed.
Right, he was a free
agent.
It
would have had to been a sign and trade.
I don't know if that's accurate. I truly don't remember if that's accurate.
It was a sign and trade because when he came to the Nets, it was
for cap space reasons. The reason the Brooklyn thing worked the way it did is because they had room for 2 max cap space contracts.
Wait, but it wasn't a sign and trade because D'Lo didn't.
You're not listening. I just said the reason the Brooklyn thing worked is because they had the space to straight out sign 2 max contracts. The Celtics did not. It would have had to have been a sign and trade. That's how Kyrie convinced them. Kyrie said, "We can just go. Me and you can literally just go to the Celtics. I mean, to the Nets." Not every team had that. Put that to the side. These are all reasons why I think their decision making over the course of the years. And also his performance in their championship run. He won all the MVPs. You think you bigged him up the way you did, and you think the Celtics organization didn't have similar thoughts?
I'm saying they made a choice a long time ago.
For play style reasons, though, is what
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because number one, wait, Farrell. The play style changed. There's been multiple coaches and the play style changed.
It
So
did, but I
therefore, it
still
can be
think,
breakdown.
I don't think it's worth us breaking it down X and O's. But I could if we were interested. I think I could break down how both coaches came to the determination that Tatum needs to be the usage player for them to win. And it actually is probably a compliment to Brown if I did it. I think Brown's play style, I think he's better at being efficient than Tatum is. And so if you would ask Tatum to play the efficient role, it wouldn't work.
You know what? We could do that later in the year.
But
we're
that's my
definitely-
summary of it. Would you not agree with that? I think Dre would agree with that. Could you see Tatum being asked to be the efficient one?
Yeah, I could see him being asked. I don't know how well it would go, but I could see him being asked.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're trying to win, do you think Tatum being asked to be the super efficient one would work?
Probably not.
Probably not.
But is Jaylen Brown even being that crazy efficient right now?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
He more
killing
efficient
it.
as the year went
He's
along.
killing
Yeah,
it.
He's getting comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, it's more so about like if you're the lower usage player, meaning you have slightly less shots, like you have to be effective, you have to make more of them. Like you can't be a high value guy. We go to you, you need to make your moves and make them and make shots. Jaylen Brown is way better at that than Tatum is.
I think
Which is why, let's be honest, if we want to really be honest, I still don't like this decision, but that is why Steve Kerr didn't play him in the Olympics. Tatum is not good as a spot shot guy. Devin Booker is better at it.
That's
They
true.
could have used him more so. But anyway,
No, I agree. I'm just saying to
the
you,
reasoning.
in terms of the consistency of basketball decision makers coming to this conclusion, that is the same conclusion that Steve Kerr came to. I don't know how effective you're going to be in this role, Tatum.
That's a fact.
Devin Booker's going to be better at it.
That's a fact. Now,
Devin Booker can run up and down 10 times, not touch the ball, and then get the ball in the corner and knock down that shot. You're going to need a feel for it. And we saw that in his play in preseason, in the scrimmages, when what was he going? 0 for 7, 1 for 6. Jason Tatum's the kind of guy that might go 1 for 6 and finish the game 7 for 14.
Yeah, that's a fact.
that's a fact. Now, I will say that if Jason Tatum got back to the style of play that he had earlier in his career, I do believe he would be more efficient.
I don't. But here's the thing. I also think that was part of the coaching decision because I think they like the way they're defended when Tatum's doing what he's doing. Because I agree, I would prefer that, and I think Tatum actually his skill level lends more towards a game that could be super efficient. But I think the Celtics as an organization like the way they look more with Tatum being sort of ultra aggressive and high volume. I think they like the way defenses play them.
Forward type.
I think they like the way teams play them. Now, it semi-hurts Tatum's game, in my opinion. But that's what I'm saying. I think it's literally their whole scheme. Like, we're going to ask Tatum, be ultra-aggressive, don't worry about efficiency, look to attack. Because the way the defense is going to react like that to that, we're going to be good. Brown's going to be super efficient in his looks on the backside, and our shooters are going to get open looks. You might have to have a couple of 7 and 19 nights, but it works for us. I truly think that's the intention behind how they play. But I think they know for damn sure talent-wise, Brown is right there. But I don't think he would make defenses react the same way by being ultra-aggressive. Not even that. I think they know Tatum isn't primed to be the one that has to be efficient. They parted from that too much already.
Right.
Because when he was young, was that not his role? When you had the Kyrie version of the team, when you had the IT version of the team.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, but my final point is that y'all can't tell me another time where they considered the second best player being remotely close to the first player, and they took the year off.
I mean, my favorite part about this whole conversation is somehow we've avoided the game of the week, so Pharaoh could avoid.
Well, we're talking around all the teams that are within the team. Really,
that's not the formula we use.
The funny thing about this is that the umbrella of this has been an entire Knicks talk. Really, if you want to talk about it,
really has been.
Because we're evaluating the opponents you have beat in your stretch. That's what we're doing, in fact.
But we
haven't beat the Celtics yet. You haven't played the Celtics in this stretch. We played them today.
tomorrow.
Or tomorrow.
Exactly. We talked about the Nuggets and we talked about that. I don't have to retrace how we got here. It's all been from the Knicks for your edification.
Sure. Tell me about what happened in that Lakers game, though.
You guys break it down. Let me throw it down around.
I saw one team ready and one team not.
What? All right,
I disagree.
I want you guys to give your perception of the game. I knew y'all are gonna take a fan approach to breaking this down, even in the win, and not actually analyze what happened on the court. So go ahead.
No, I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Dre, you first. I'm gonna let Dre and Paul get their fan analysis out the way.
Oh no, this is
not a fan. I'm not giving you a fan analysis.
This is an accurate analysis. The Lakers game typified something that the Knicks have figured out, right? Which is Cat does not play in the clutch if we need a defensive stop. OG is playing like a quasi swingman center, and he's getting boards. He's guarding everybody. And the teams are just – they haven't been able to figure this out for the most part. A team even like the Lakers, who's not a great defensive team, we can exploit. It was only a 12-point win, but it's enough. And I know it went double overtime. And I know, Luka also had a pretty great game. But we can still rely on a guy like Jalen Brunson. We can still rely, even if Cat's not getting big shots. The fact of the matter is the main thing that was causing us to lose games, right? Or in my view, the main thing that was causing us to lose games, we have basically hit it. And there's not going to be any more hunting going on as long as we keep to that strategy and to that formula. So that was the biggest thing that I saw. It started, in fact, in first quarter, I saw Cat get hunted a little bit, like a tiny bit by Luka. And it was immediately adjusted. And it was something that created enough of a gap for us that we can get guys like Jalen Brunson to go off and OG to go off and even Bridges to go off. And we're going to have a great game. So there is a formula that has been figured out and is producing wins, and other teams don't seem to have an answer to it, aside from injury.
Well, this is what I'll say, right?
Wait, are you
I'm
done?
gonna talk about the Lakers.
All right, Paul, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Lakers more than the Knicks, right? The Knicks, let me say this quickly about the Knicks, right? The Knicks are nice. Even when we were losing, we were scoring at the top we were one of the best high scoring teams in the league, right? So we're hard to defend. It is what it is. When fully healthy, we're hard to defend. So that's that with the Knicks. Now with the Lakers now. Your 3-point shooting has been inconsistent, up and down, right? You get Luke Kennard, that helps with that, all right? Good pickup, cool. You got Luke Kennard the other day after the game, after the Knicks-Lakers game, right? Now, the reason why y'all are still considered to be a good team, record-wise, is because of Luka and LeBron. The reason why y'all are not winning the chip is because of Luka and LeBron. Andre, you said Luka had a good game on one side of the ball.
Correct.
That's not going to work.
Correct.
That's not going to work. LeBron's productivity on the offensive end has gone down to the point where he's still a good player, but he's not as great. He's not a top 10, top 15 player anymore. Top 20.
He's not doing some of the other things he used to do so efficiently. I mean, just looking at the stats of the game, he only won 22, 5, and 6. Part of the LeBron greatness is that you expect 38 and 8 out of him, and I don't know if you get that night by night.
Well, that's a little bit of a stretch, but I see what you're trying to say, right?
Who the hell is averaging 38 and 8?
on LeBron's best nights, that's what he's doing to teams on his best nights.
But he'll do that against bad teams.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like
he still does that against
like the Knicks. Right. No, you're right. Good teams like the Knicks. Yeah. Now, the thing is though, LeBron's offense is not outpacing. It's not canceling out his lack of defense, right? And that's the issue, right? LeBron James is hurting the Los Angeles Lakers. That's what I saw. He looked absent-minded out there on the defensive end, missing coverages. He wasn't playing hard. He was getting blown by. He's 41 years old. Okay, cool. He's 41 years old. But like, what are the Lakers trying to do? Because if you're trying to win the chip, you don't care if he's 41 years old. You need somebody out there that's going to produce on the defensive end as well. Especially when you have a guy like Luka, who's so good offensively. The shots he was making, most of them were well contested. He's just nice. You gotta live with it.
He wants to contest.
Low key, like he's like that. He literally steps back into the contest.
He makes
Like
it hard.
he's crazy.
He makes
Oh
the
my
shot
God.
harder just to prove.
Yeah,
How he
because like
trains.
right. But the thing is, on the defensive end, he's gonna give up points. But because he's so nice, it like cancels out. LeBron, it's not canceling out anymore, and I think that's the issue. Now, the 3-point shooting up and down for the Lakers all year, but you got Luke Kennard that's gonna help a little bit. But that's the problem with the Lakers, right? It is like last episode, Pharaoh told me we have the same record. Okay, yeah, we do have the same record, but we're better. So and we saw that. So that's what I gotta say about the Lakers.
Alan, can you break down some X's and O's? Because I heard a summary take, and then I heard an analysis of a team. Can you break down what actually happened on the court in Madison Square Garden that day, please?
I got a couple of notes. So what I think really worked well for the Knicks is, well, number one thing for Jalen Brunson, we always talk about his passing and everything like that. I think this game he did a really good job of passing it to the open shooters, making right.
Don't beat me to the punch, Alan. You know where I'm going with this. you know the rant I'm about to go on.
Right, making the right reads and passing it to the open shooters for the Knicks to make the threes, because a lot of the game, especially, I don't remember what quarter it was, but for a lot of the game, the Lakers were in a 2-3, right?
The second,
and I feel it, and I feel like the Knicks were very prepared for that, and Jalen Brunson did a good job of finding the open shooters and making extra passes and doing all that. Another thing I really like what the Knicks did against the Lakers is they just played to the matchup. Like, the Lakers are a slow team. LeBron's old. Luka's just slow in general. The Knicks just played to their pace. You know what I mean? Like, the Knicks went out in transition, got the rebound, just put the ball to the floor, and got easy layups in transition. Even when it's not like a turnover or nothing, just lay up, play a little bit faster, get easy buckets. And that helped the Knicks a lot, especially in not everybody was shooting good in the Knicks, you know what I mean? And other than that, with the Lakers, man, I said before, the Lakers, to me, is not like a really good built team. I think it becomes a problem for Luka and LeBron because you could kind of like see it when they don't trust your teammates after a while. They start taking bad shots, not really playing into their offense. And they just like y'all said, Luka started taking just like these hard shots because that's what he likes to do. But it does feel like more so like cure ball to anything. And LeBron has the same problem. They low-key have very similar strengths and weaknesses.
Those are very similar.
Yeah, real similar.
Kind of like they have the same record.
No, I meant LeBron and Luka, not the team.
Okay.
LeBron and Luka got the same, very similar strengths and weaknesses when it comes, especially when it comes to like trusting teammates. You just kind of start seeing it when they start like, be like, all right, I just gotta do it like myself now, and they just start taking these contested shots, start taking hard jumpers because other guys on the team just not making the shots. So like when it comes to the Lakers, they might have to like build the team a little bit better. But other than that, that's what I really like from the Knicks. Just playing fast, playing with pace, outpacing the Lakers, and that's how they got a win. You know what I mean? They didn't play well in the first half. Lakers did a good job in the first half against them. But after halftime, I guess they just really doubled down on Mike Brown's like system, and it worked out for them in the end, man. So good solid win. But I'm just not sure it counts.
That's so funny. Can I just correct something I said? Correcting something I said. I mentioned double OT.
It's over.
And that wasn't the Laker game.
Let's skip Bayless. It's my time now.
It's my turn.
My turn.
You said it was my turn.
It's my time. Yo,
I'm gonna start this off by saying the Knicks. I'm gonna do this. This is for the audience. The Knicks should say thank you.
This guy's crazy. This guy's crazy.
Let him talk.
What should we say? Thank you.
Let him talk.
Thank you for
You're welcome. You're welcome. Overall thesis, and then I'll get into some real X and O's breakdown. The Lakers actually forced Jalen Brunson to play the way that I said he should play for the Knicks to optimize their gameplay, especially in scenarios where there's a different type of defensive scheme.
So that's
Jalen
just the
Brunson.
Brunson going to be watching like.
Did I interrupt y'all?
Let him talk.
My fault.
He's wrong, but let him talk.
Jalen Brunson started the game the way he typically does. Quickly was bad from the field. I mean, he never quite found it. He made some good shots in the second half, but overall he was 4 of 15, 2 of 6, only 12 points. Wasn't getting to the free throw line. He only scored 27 points in the first and then only 25 in the second. The Knicks offense only looked good in early fast break, which was a scouting report thing. Mike Brown did a good job. He knows that our transition defense sucks, and you took advantage of that and got some good open shots. The problem was that we know that that's also your scouting report. Coming back to, again, the similarities between these two teams, which is funny. You also suck at transition defense, and we were killing you on outlet passes. Our 33 points in the first quarter, I would say 12 to 15 of them were from simple outlet passes with the rebound, and none of y'all getting back. A couple of them were and ones, actually. And the zone was working to shut down Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, because he was absolutely forced to, came out in the second half and played like a point guard of old. Manipulated the zone, manipulated the matchups, and got his shooters wide open shots. He shot 43% from 3. Landry Shamet hit 6 damn threes. Josh Hart actually shot the ball, hit 3 threes. OG had a great game overall, but particularly a lot of good corner looks, 4-8 from 3. So you're welcome for getting Jalen Brunson to play the way he should play when games go like this. And then second, and this is not shade, this is partially like what Paul said, which is a weakness of ours, but I'm still going to frame it like this. We let you off the hook. That game. For all the selfishness and not trusting teammates that you all said LeBron and Luka did, part of that's correct. Part of it is what else are they supposed to do? Because like Paul identified, it was one of those nights where open shots. Let's get that straight. The Knicks did not play good half-court defense. We got great looks on y'all. Phenomenal looks on y'all. We just didn't make them. 2 players in particular that often their shooting percentage determines how a game is going to go for us, and that's Jake LaRivia and Rui Hachimura. Since Rui Hachimura has come back from injury, he shot 51% from the 3. He's been an absolute laser. In the game against y'all, on open shots, Rui Hachimura went 1 of 5 from 3. Jake LaRavia, who we elevated to a starter for a reason while Austin was out, 1 of 6 from 3. Particularly in that third quarter, when you guys went to pressuring Luka a little higher, we had great swings to Jake on each wing and both corners. He missed every single one of them. And that's how the third quarter run got started, because those were bad misses from 3, which led to y'all getting early offense 3s. That's why y'all scored 38 in the third quarter, and we only scored 26. Then that's when, yes, LeBron gets into hero mode, because where else is the offense going to come from? If they're going to double Luka and our shooters are not going to make shots, LeBron is going to go in and try to do himself mode. And even that, it wasn't like he put up a ton of volume. He only shot 15 times and he was 9 of 15. He actually played an incredibly efficient game.
He did.
But he wasn't able to get penetration because you guys are long and LeBron doesn't have the quickest first step anymore. So he can't athletically dominate a matchup like y'all. Y'all are a good team, right? Against a good team, we need Austin Reeves. We need Austin Reeves. We need a third player who is quick enough to get penetration, to collapse the defense, to get his own shot, and to get more looks. But honestly, we need Austin Reeves to be the third player next to Luka and LeBron so that you couldn't double as much as you did. And you couldn't shade and funnel as much as you did, because if you leave Austin Reeves, he's going to knock it down, as he did last night against the Sixers, where he single-handedly won the game for us when Luka got hurt, and he put up 33, mostly by hitting catch and shoot threes. So that issue that you're identifying with the roster at the time, you are correct. With Austin Reeves, we don't have that problem, and that's why if we want to do the don't count game, that game wouldn't count, because we would have blown y'all out if Austin Reeves played the way y'all are playing defense on LeBron and Luka.
Nope.
Y'all were leaving our shooters wide open. We missed a bunch. We shot 29? We shot 29% from threes. We had 42 looks.
I got a question for you. All right.
Go ahead.
I believe
we got to the free throw line more than y'all. We got to the free throw line 19 times.
Because the refs don't respect the Knicks. You got to talk about this at some point, but go ahead.
That's fine. We could say it. I wasn't making an argument about why. I'm just talking.
Nah,
about
I know. I just had to get that off.
How the game went. We got to the free throw line more than y'all. Mitch did his thing on offensive rebounds. I'll give y'all that. Y'all out rebounded us. But in terms of passing, we made great passes. We had a low turnover game. We only had 10 turnovers. We had 5 steals. Again, LeBron and Luka both shot fairly efficiently. But it was our others. We needed against a team like y'all, where y'all others were making shots because Jalen Brunson was doing a great job. Y'all others made shots and our others did not make shots. That's what the game came down to. Simply.
Are they okay?
It was you get a 20.9 out of Josh Hart. You get a 20.9 out of Josh Hart and Rui Hachimura doesn't hit any threes. We're gonna lose the game every time. Also, I want to give love to who y'all acknowledge as your problem. Cat actually found a matchup at center that he could win the physicality battle. And in the third quarter, when we were coming back, what stopped our run was Cat had about a 3-minute stretch where he was getting rebounds, getting to the basket, and finishing on DeAndre Ayton. So there was maybe one center in the league who Cat figured out he's stronger than. And that was key in the matchup as well. I don't know why we didn't play Jackson Hayes more. We only played him 12 minutes. I think that was a coaching error. He was a +2 while he played. In 2 minutes and 12 minutes, he got 4 rebounds. So I think that was a coaching error. That was not a night to play DeAndre Ayton in 32 minutes, although he was 6 of 6 from the floor, so I get it. But those were the things to me. Cat found a matchup that he could be more physical in. He didn't score great, but his 13 rebounds were huge. And I think his physicality set the tone for y'all. And Mitch came in and did what he does. And then y'all others made shots. That's simple. Our others did not make shots.
Sure.
I got a question for you, real quick. I think that Mike Brown left those shooters open on purpose.
You have to. That's how you play the Lakers. That's why, like you said, we're up and down. That's why we win 2 out of every 3. When we make our shots, we're not guardable. When our others are making threes, we're not guardable because you're either going to let them make threes or Luka's going to get 45. And if they don't make shots, we're pretty easily guardable. And then defensively, we can do stretches. But if we're not pairing those stretches with offense, it's not going to matter. And that's what happened with the Knicks. We had a decent stretch of defense in the third quarter, but we couldn't score. So it didn't matter. And then y'all eventually started making your shots again, and it was over.
So you trust those others, your shooters on that team? I'm asking.
I trust Austin Reeves.
Not the rest of them.
I trust the rest of them in low volume. If Jake LaRavia has to shoot 6 threes in a game, I know that it's 50-50 we win or not. Because he may make 2 to 3 of them and we'll be all right, or he may go 1 of 6 and we're not going to be all right. And Rui, same thing. Rui, he's gonna get 10 points off cuts and all that stuff. If he has to shoot more than 3 to 4 threes, he may make all of them because he's been dumb hot. He shot 50% from 3 since he came back, or he may make none of them like that night, and it's gonna be tough. The reason why I trust Austin Reeves is because he will be the constant. When the 3 of them are on the floor, you cannot double either of them, because if Austin Reeves gets the ball in a 3-on-2 scenario or a 4-on-3 scenario, he's going to either make a player score 4 out of every 5 times. And that is the key to us. Again, defensively we have problems, but at our greatest strength, because the backside player is Austin Reeves, who is an all-star. And if he gets going hot, then he has the ball in his hands. Good luck rotating to a LeBron diving baseline.
I think the LeBron diving baseline or LeBron having to make a shot outside.
He's smart enough. He doesn't stand there. He dives.
I think LeBron is your weakness, man.
No.
I've been watching the Lakers game. I'm like, LeBron is the weak on the offensive and defensive end. LeBron looks like somebody that might consider retirement. I'm not gonna hold you.
LeBron doesn't have that large of a role defensively. That's the piece that I think everyone's missing. You're acting like the team thinks LeBron is still that guy and uses him as such. They don't. He doesn't have that big of a responsibility defensively.
It don't matter. He's not doing his job. He's on the court.
LeBron don't get isolated. You're acting like LeBron gets put on an island and killed. That's not happening.
That's exactly. That's worse. He's looking like Cat out there, just losing people.
That's not true. That's not true.
You got people in the comments right now saying this is the truth. I saw it. I'm telling you, I'm
What
telling the
LeBron
Lakers are in
does,
trouble.
what
I'm
LeBron
telling
does is what LeBron does is what most old stars do. LeBron gambles a lot.
you. And that's not good. Old stars don't win chips because of that same reason.
You do if you have an overall defensive team where a player can play free safety and there's rotation help. That's
Well,
the difference.
Okay. Well, you
So
don't
if we had real rim protection, LeBron would be free to gamble because a gamble. What does a gamble do? It funnels and opens up the lane, right? I don't
Yeah.
want to let you get a 3, so I'm going to gamble on this steal. Or I'm going to gamble on a poke from behind, pause, and I'm going to force you to be into drives. The problem is we have no rim protection. So the problem is not LeBron. LeBron, for what he's asked to do, does a good job. He rotates on time. He closes out well.
He didn't rotate on time last night or against the
No, you're reading those plays wrong. I know the exact plays you're talking about. It wasn't that he didn't rotate on time. It's what he did when he got there. When he got there, he didn't square up to guard. He went for a steal.
Okay.
And that's why him and Vando. I know one of the exact plays you're talking about. The one where him and Vando both looked at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Vando's like, "Why didn't you just guard? Like, what? Why didn't you just guard him?"
Yeah,
And
God,
LeBron-
what are we
But
talking
you,
about?
And
you
LeBron.
don't
And
see that as a
LeBron's
problem
like,
though?
That's the thank you, Alan. Get in here, Alan.
hold on. Where
But
did I?
everything I've said before too. Like I don't know. Like
But
I said the same
hold
thing,
on. But Dre went on a whole rant about how they did a good job of hiding players, right? So if you have a
Yes.
good overall defensive scheme, the players who aren't going to stand 10 toes in front of people, they're allowed to play free safeties because they have help. No,
Here's the
so let's
problem.
not
You don't
act
have a
like
good
let's
defensive
not act
system.
like.
NBA, it's hard
Let's
to
not.
hide
I'm
players.
just saying though. I'm just
absolutely
saying
right.
though.
But
It's hard to hide players.
If let's not
But
act
you
like
gotta
if there
have
was
the
a true
personnel to
defensive
do that.
scheme that allowed LeBron to do what he's doing, there wouldn't be an issue.
But they
I'm
don't.
right about that.
Because
also have the personnel
when
for that.
AD, you're acting like LeBron.
Correct.
Hold on. You're acting like LeBron fell off a defensive cliff this season. LeBron has been playing
shit.
defense like this for the last 3 years. What's the difference? Who was back there?
No, he got worse.
Hold on. No. This
He
is the
got worse.
nuance. This is the nuance.
AD
Who was
was
back
back
there?
AD was back there.
Cleaned up a lot of it.
You're
Cleaned
right.
up a lot of. I'm telling you, as a fan, cleaned up
No,
a
you're
lot of
right.
it because our defensive
fair,
scheme
fair.
was actually to do that. Our scheme
Yeah,
was
you're right.
LeBron, go ahead, gamble, play the passing lanes, try to anticipate because we're not going to ask you to stand in front of somebody for 48 minutes. Don't worry.
Hold on,
Throw
hold
him
on,
to
hold
AD. He going to clean it up.
Hold on, you're right. But that's what we telling you. You gotta have the personnel to do that. With AD there, you got the personnel. With LeBron there and Luka there, it's impossible to have that personnel to do that now. So,
No,
so
you just have
LeBron
to
is
have.
hurting
We
you.
we need a better center. That's been the whole
How-
thing since
how do
Luka
you
got
get-
here. What did Luka have when he went to the finals? He had a 3-man center rotation of athletes, right?
How do you get that now?
Gafford, Lively, and who's the other one?
Gafford. No, it was just Gafford. Like Gafford, Lively.
No, there's another one. Cauley Stein.
No.
That was
No.
some years ago. Forgot. There was another one though.
I think that was it. You're not thinking about PJ Washington, are you? Because he don't play center.
No, but he was a good forward for them.
He was a big forward. Well, he's
Who
long.
am I thinking
pause.
of? Dwight Powell.
Right.
Oh, okay. Word.
Dwight Powell, right? So you had a 3-center rotation of tall athletes, rim protectors, right? That is what Luka needs. It's very simple. Defensively, you can make up for a lot if you have a rim protector. We don't have one. Jackson Hayes is athletic. His defensive instincts aren't great. And that's why I said Jackson Hayes should have had more minutes, because sometimes, kind of like what y'all do with Cat, again, drawing another parallel between these two teams, sometimes we play Jackson Hayes longer stretches because we need an athlete at the center. And for some reason in that game, because DeAndre was making all his shots, JJ played DeAndre Ayton 32 minutes. Jackson Hayes needed to play 20 to 24 minutes that game, and it might have went a little differently. Cat was not bullying Jackson Hayes. Mitch would have did Mitch. I'm done arguing about that. But putting Jackson Hayes as an athlete in that game would have made a huge difference. But this over thing, like LeBron has been playing this level of defense for 3 years. I
think that the
we
way
have no rim protection. It's on the scouting report. We don't get back. You can run on us, and we have no rim protection. That is the story on the Lakers.
I think in the NBA today, it's not enough to say you could have poor defenders on the perimeter because you're gonna have rim protection.
We got to
Maybe.
define poor defenders though, because I think
LeBron.
we have to know, but we have to talk about
Luka.
playing defense. Playing good defense doesn't mean the same thing for everybody, right? There's such a thing as being a great low man versus being a great point of attack, right? You
Yeah.
can be a great versus being a great rim protector, right? We say this all the time with bigs, right? That's why I always point out the difference between Rudy Gobert and Anthony Davis, right? Like Rudy Gobert is a great rim protector, but he's not versatile, right? You would never ask him to do that. Anthony Davis is is not the opposite, but he's more than that. He can rim protect and he can be a rotation guy. He can be the low man or he can step on the switch, right? So being great, playing good defense does not mean that you have to be one of the guys that can stick your matchup in an ISO and stay in front of them for a 24-second possession. That's one way to be a good defender. And if you can do that, that becomes your defensive role. You become a point of attack defender. But sometimes good guys are great low man defenders. No, we're not going to put you on a ball handler, but you're really good at anticipating and rotating and being somewhere on time and being vertical. So we're going to make you low man. Sometimes you're a great tagger, right? Like being a great on-ball defender doesn't make you a great defender of a shooter, right? Like Amon Shumpert, he was great at staying in front of you as a ball handler trying to be shifty, right? But was he the best person to have to chase Steph running around? No, because that wasn't his defensive skill. His defensive skill was not stamina and navigating 4, 5, 6, 7 screens in a possession. Different defensive roles. So, yes, LeBron at this stage of his career is not a good point of attack defender. I think that's a duh, right? Obvious. At 41, you're not going to be a point of attack defender. Can LeBron be a really, really decent low man still at this point of his career? Yes. But the problem is if you're a low man and there's no rim protection, it looks like your fault every time.
Listen, all I'm saying is this, right? You have to be able to stay with your matchup.
I don't agree.
I
don't agree with that.
You can't get blown by. You can't have somebody.
But hold on, there's a difference between getting blown by and funneling. Can we talk about that nuance?
I think even the funneling is a issue now because if you have somebody
because he's funneling it to an open rim. No, that's what I'm saying.
I think even that is like it's okay, but good championship teams don't depend on funneling. I don't know
if I would agree with that. I don't know.
I don't think teams that win championship depend.
The Warriors did a lot of funneling.
It's a different era now.
The Celtics did a lot of funneling.
The Celtics?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, listen. Let me explain. Let me talk for a second, right? What the first thing I said was you have to be able to stay with your man, right? What I mean by that is if I'm not saying your guy can't get a driving lane, right? Like if you're defending somebody and they're driving to the paint, they can't be too far ahead of you anymore, right? Like that can't work because that's going to equal a blow by, right? You have to be able to stay there where you need to be able to still impact them going up a little bit, even if they get to the rim, make it a difficult layup. You know what I mean? I don't think LeBron James could do that, right? And even if you say, okay, I'm going to funnel you to the paint, to the big man. If you're funneling so badly, right?
What does funneling badly mean, though?
Okay. Hold on. If you're getting blown by and you're calling it funneling, you're going to have a mid-range shot.
But what's the difference for the audience? Like,
that's what
I believe there's a difference. I want to know what you think. What is the material difference between getting blown by and funneling?
Being with the man still. Even if they have a step ahead of you, they don't have 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can still get physical with them, right? You can still bump them a little bit, but they're ahead. What do you want the Thunder?
Here's my thing. Let's say
they do that a lot.
Hold on.
They're still with their guy, even if they're funneling to a
wait. If I'm in a attack off the line coverage, right? And it's a swing. Is it my closeout to like? Am I not intending to close out so aggressively that I'm forcing you past me off the line?
forcing you pass off.
Because if I'm only quartering you, right?
Mhm.
The best shooters in the league, right? Can't they make that shot?
Yeah. Well, at that point, it depends on what the coach and.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? If I'm playing a defensive scheme where I am actively attacking you off the line to not give up a three, right?
Yeah.
That's the angle of my closeout is going to push you past me. Because if I'm at all in front of you with any gap and you're an elite shooter, you can make that.
Right, but here's the thing though, right? If all the players on the court, or at least on the perimeter, right, can still stay with their man to an extent, right, that you can anticipate that swing.
But what if the coverage isn't to stay? What if I'm appealing?
Well, if you're peeling, that's not funneling. That's a different conversation, though.
Yes, it is.
Peeling is funneling. Peeling
Absolutely.
is more. Peeling to me is more akin to switching.
You can pair the two. No. You can pair the two because a funnel with a switch does what you said. It gives up a mid range. If I funnel and then because you said peeling and switching. Sorry, no. If I funnel with the intention to stay, then what's going to happen is it depends on what my big is doing. If I funnel and my big is in drop, that's a mid range shot, right?
Yeah.
If I funnel and my big steps up, that's a double. And
I have a question.
Drop off, right?
Yeah.
So a funnel and a peel allows for that to play. I'm going to funnel you to the big man, and I'm peeling to the rotation. And the big man is supposed to force you out the paint. Either you're going to take a contested shot in the paint, or he's going to track you out. And when you exit the paint, I'm passing you off to the perimeter defender out there and peeling back to the big. That is a coverage.
It is
funneling
it
and
is.
peeling.
It is
Now
absolutely.
the problem is what the big does though. If the big is not a deterrent, I've now funneled and peeled back to the shooter, and my man is dunking because you as a big were still hugging your man, or you gave a swipe contest, or you're soft. And in real time, if we real time watching it, it looks like I got blown by. It looks like I got lost because I went like this and then went like that.
We can't hear you.
Sorry. In real time, in real time, it looks like I got beat and lost because I funneled you and then stopped, right? And you went on to a dunk. That looks like a blow by, which that's part of what I'm saying. Defensive IQ. That's how teammates will yell at each other because you just made me look crazy.
Right.
Right. You just made me look fucking crazy.
Why is he funneling when they got no big man to help anyway?
Right.
They got no
Because he can't.
presence. Why are you funneling?
No. Because listen, the coverage is the coverage. DeAndre being not great at it is something we're working on. But what's the alternative?
Blaming DeAndre instead of LeBron.
No, but hold on. But I know it's our coverage because I listen to our coach talk.
So the coach is the problem.
I'm not talking out my ass.
So the coach
This
is
is
the problem.
our coverage.
He's in trouble.
Sometimes we play a fire. I actually know our terminology. We're playing a fire coverage. We're doing aggressive double with a pinch in on the weak post to prevent the cross, the skip pass, right? Sometimes we're in a what do they call it? A spread, which is a plain switch everything, early pickup, switch everything. And sometimes we go into what does he call it? Not shell. It's something like that, but it's a funnel and peel defense because we don't think that the team we're playing has super athletic finishers, which the Knicks don't. But the problem is if the low man never steps up, it's a fucking dunk for anybody.
Yeah.
So all those
and
plays
what
where
happens
LeBron
is
looks
the
crazy.
rotations.
That's why he's upset because he's like, bro, if I funnel and peel off to prevent the kick out from three and low man doesn't rotate, it looks like this man just blew by me for a freaking dunk and I look crazy. And Vando was mad because Vando is not traditionally a low man, but he didn't read the scenario. We played small and Vando was still thinking of guarding guards. So all he did was stay with I forget who else was in that play, but he stayed with that person. And Bron is like, bro, did you not read the lineup? Do you not realize you're low man with this lineup?
Do you remember who was guarding that play? Who the offensive player was?
Vando?
I remember that play. No.
I can't, but I know that we went small with that lineup, so Vando needed to be low man. But we haven't gone with that lineup a lot. Again, this is me putting on coaching. there were a lot of questionable things. We haven't played small a lot at all this year. I don't know why. I guess because we were getting beat in transition so much. JJ thought going small would work, but you asked Vando to then play low man, which he hasn't done a lot of this year, and you get plays like that.
Who's LeBron guarding that play?
I
If you
want to say
remember.
Anunoby, maybe.
Hmm.
Either Anunoby or Bridges. It was a wing, and he funneled and went for the reach around, and then he was rotating back out to a shooter, and then when he looked, that player was dunking, and he was like, "What's going on?" And Vandal's like, "Why'd you just let him go?" And that's why LeBron just went, because you asking that question means you have no idea what coverage you're running. You're a freaking idiot. Because why else would I just let him go, Jared?
Jared.
You guys know you know how many times like the and this is why I want us to be nuanced and advanced in our analytics. A lot of times in these plays, watch LeBron. If you ever watch like a game, when it looks like LeBron just got blown by, the first thing he does is look to the bench because he's saying, "Why doesn't he know what we're doing? why does he not get him out? He doesn't know the coverage."
But Pharaoh,
How often is Brown doing that? Just wondering.
That's his role in our defense. He's still great at closing out.
Right.
So he aggressively closes out and funnels guys all the 3-point line. Our Rui, Vando, and Ayton sometimes don't forget to roll. Even last night or 2 nights ago against Philly, you
But
caught it on the mic on the hoop.
The thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Edgecombe got a dunk.
LeBron
Edgecombe got a
turning
dunk.
around and spinning in circles on the court.
Edgecombe got a dunk,
I saw that.
and you could Edgecombe got a dunk baseline, and you could hear on the mic on the hoop, LeBron yell, "Rui, low man."
and it's like, here's my thing. Here's my
know the
thing.
coverage we running sometimes.
But here's my thing. With players like you naming Edgecombe and Anunoby, I'd rather them get the shot off than funnel them to the paint. I don't have no good help.
That's against Redick's philosophy. He does not want to give teams 3-point shots.
Especially not OG. OG's
No, you can't give OG a 3-point.
Yeah,
OG's a-
yeah.
Off the
That's
dribble?
the thing. You
Off the
can't give
dribble?
up the 3-point shot.
off one dribble
Off the
now.
catch.
This year now.
Catch will get it. Off the
OG's
dribble, if you give him enough,
He's
enough
been
chances
efficient.
off the dribble, he might start
Like,
hitting that. I'm not
catch
gonna
and
front.
shoot. I agree. Obi is tough, but if I'm LeBron, you're gonna have to dribble and make it through. You gonna have to.
Yo, but that looks worse. What looks worse? I mean, it both looks bad, but I think if I'm LeBron, I'd rather the play start with a look of me giving effort by closing out and whatever happens than me standing in the paint watching someone shoot a 3. That looks crazy.
I mean,
Kobe used to do that a lot. Kobe used to quit on closeouts when he was old. The ball would rotate. He would go for a swipe on the drive, and then when that ball was kicked out, he would look at that player and go, "Ah, damn." He was not running out there. And that's why I say, like, LeBron still does what he can at a high level. LeBron is going to close out. LeBron will rotate and hard close out and funnel. That player is going to go by. If our young athletic guys aren't rotating, like, what are we supposed to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
I think there's a lot that. Wait, Andre, you were gonna say something?
No, you got it.
I think there's a lot that you described that it may not sound like it's covering up for LeBron, but it is. Like the coverages that you're playing is to cover up for LeBron. Like you admitted older players they gamble a lot, so you have to kind of.
Aqua Blue, I don't disagree with that. I'm just telling you the way our team plays and the way our coach coaches. I'm just telling you that is what we do. We play a funneling defense often, and we don't have rim protection.
Right.
Which is why we often play fire, honestly. Which is what we did to Jalen early. We were firing on him a lot, but then because y'all was getting so many open threes, that's why we then went to zone.
Right. And then we just passed to Mikhail and Daniil.
100%. He got to the midi every time. So then we went to funnel. And our bigs didn't show up that day. They did not. But a great game to see us actually executing it, our Denver comeback, our Clippers comeback. Like when we do it, it looks really good, which is why I understand why JJ still has that in our playbook. Because when we do, when guys are locked in, it works for us well. Because the team is driving and kicking, but no one's actually getting a look. No one's getting a 3, and no one's getting to the rim. And it's like one of y'all's going to have to take this pull up. Like it is what it and in modern NBA, that is what you're trying to get, right? Tough twos. You want a team to play a tough 2.
But how tough is it though? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a way. There are slightly contested tools, and then there are open tools that you're funneling for. You know what I mean?
I think in today's NBA, how many players are even hitting an open one dribble pull up? Let's be honest.
The contenders are several players that do,
and that's a fact. And that's a fact.
The Lakers are. That's why I said the Lakers.
Which is why I would not play that coverage against a contender.
Well, you played against everybody else, and now all of a sudden,
like I said, I did not like the way JJ coached that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I did not like it. I was not happy. I was not happy at all. Starting with Jackson Hayes. That was not a game you played Jackson Hayes 12 minutes. You know, it's crazy because I went to the Nets game on Tuesday in person.
You got the frustrations out.
But you know who looked amazing?
LeBron.
Well, yes, but you know who looked Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes had 6 dunks in the first quarter. And I was like, brother, I was like,
maybe he should be your starting center. I don't know, man. We're hearing nothing.
That. My father disagreed with it. And then the news about him getting suspended for pushing a mascot came out, and he was like, that's why he can't start. You know what's crazy? The game he got suspended for, we played the Sixers. Guess who went off? Joel Embiid. And it was like, God damn. Like, we need Jackson Hayes. Like, this is ridiculous.
Can't believe Jackson
We're having
Hayes.
these low man issues again. Luckily, you know who solved that? To end this conversation, you know who solved that? And that's why I said that game don't count for playing those rules. Why did it not work for the Sixers? Austin Hillbilly Kobe Reeves.
Hillbilly
Kobe Reeves.
Oh my, nah.
So he's really the most important player on your roster. That's what you're telling us.
I said that from week 1 of the season.
He is.
One of the most important.
I said he's the most important player on the team week 1 of the season.
That's crazy.
He carried us to like a 16-2 record.
Is he your
by
best player?
himself. He's our second best player for sure.
You heard it here first, Fast Break fan.
Heard it here.
Straight up. And that's not a diss. I think having LeBron James at 41 as your third best player is a flex. The problem is that wasn't the case for the last 2 months. Now it is. Because when Luka went down, that's what I'm saying. When Luka went down, Austin Reeves became our one 2 nights ago. When Luka exited the game, Austin Reeves took over, not LeBron.
It's like that.
That simple. 33 points. Went crazy.
He's nice. And
let's talk about the trade deadline real quick and get out of here.
Sure.
Who was the biggest? Let's start with loser. Who was the biggest loser of the trade deadline?
The biggest.
What do you got as a loser though?
The Miami Heat.
You tell me.
The Miami Heat, because they did nothing.
That's their plan. That's their plan every year.
No, it's not.
Nah.
Every year they have a plan. They strike out every year.
Yeah.
We don't gotta talk about Pat Riley. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's about to get. I was about to go
there. Man needs to retire.
Stephen A. called him out a few years ago.
What did he say?
It was like last year.
It was either last year or the year before. I forgot, but it was recently. He said Pat Riley and his approach to the game, approach to trying to recruit players doesn't work.
It's more recruiting.
Yeah, it was more recruiting. It doesn't work with today's NBA player. The modern day NBA player.
I think it's because in the 2000s, the gravitas of his winning was recent, and so it feels good. But in 2026, his most recent winning was 2013.
Yeah.
So like you haven't won in a long time to be acting the way you do. I think that's the difference. Like where's your proof of concept to be talking to me the way you are?
Right.
Now,
if we're objective, he's been to the finals twice in this decade.
But it's not. But hold on.
Yeah, but
I'm just tossing that out there.
To me, that's more on Eric Spoelstra than it's Pat Riley, because I don't feel like Pat Riley is putting the Heat in successful as far as GM goes.
Yeah, but I think what Pat Riley's aura is that winning is what we do over here. You either get down or you don't. Not that like I'm gonna be like the basketball mind behind it, but I think it's because he has Eric. He's like, listen, you see what we do over here. We got top 3 coach in the league. We're the most healthy, like best physical team in the league. And we know we're a fun market where players want to be. So I'm not bending over for you. Like you could get down or not.
See,
Yeah, it's crazy.
The thing is though, is like I said, approaching the game because of the Heat culture, right? Like the Heat culture and all that comes with it. Like that's why they could. The winning that you're talking about is why they could get away with that Heat culture with the intense conditioning, and
Why do you get away with it like it's a bad thing?
no, it's not a bad thing. Okay, fair, right? But it's like, what am I playing this hard for? Why am I conditioning this hard for?
Very fair.
You know what I mean? That's the next thing too. Like, well, what's the point? You know, and like this whole Miami, like you see, like Stephen A. talk about, oh, I love Miami. You all those things that you could get in Miami, you could get anywhere else. Now.
You're
He's talking. You know what I mean?
When's the
So
last time you went to Miami, brother?
you said what?
When's the last time you went to Miami?
You could get. You
Yeah,
could get
I was
a
gonna
lot
say, I
of
don't know
those
if you can get can't get everything everywhere.
You could get a lot of those things out
Hey,
there.
look,
Man, we live in New York City, man.
it's different. It's different. It's different.
Okay, all right.
It's different.
All right.
It don't never get lower than 60 degrees over there.
Man.
Right, but you could go to LA and get similar weather.
LA's different, and LA got the taxes. Don't forget.
Okay. That's fair. But at the same time, it's like there's so
And,
much
and
money.
without getting too capital P political, Los Angeles, California, state, Florida.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
If that's where your mind is. I wouldn't say my mind was there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, a lot. You could take that many different ways. You could take that in completely different ways. So that's the thing. But yeah, no,
I was saying in terms of Kalo K.
Mhm.
If you're looking to live that life, where is it maybe more prudent to do so?
I feel like Miami's still the answer. I'm not going to front.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Miami's the better place to do it.
Yeah, I guess.
You're gonna be all right over there.
I guess. But I heard that Miami, they have a lot that like they make sure their players don't engage in that lifestyle anyway. So it's like
That might
In
be
the
part of the
season.
problem.
In the season, but there's a whole summer. There's a whole summer. And it's different when you live there for real and you play for the team. Let's not front.
okay. Well, it's not working out. You know, people don't care. The players don't.
Interesting. Working out. That's why I threw out they have been to the finals twice this decade, like more than any other Eastern Conference team.
But
Well,
think
other than
about
the Celtics.
But think
Other than
about
the
how
Celtics.
think about like how they got there. It's like they got
By
there.
just showing up in the playoffs.
Nobody expected them to win.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? So if you're serious about winning, and you're in the East, the Knicks have crept into the chat, but there's a whole other thing that comes with that we can leave alone, right? If you putting that to the side, there's only two franchises in the East that are actually serious about winning. If you're going to be in the East and play for a team, right?
Who are those?
Miami and Boston.
Traditionally,
Sure.
I mean, this decade.
I mean, Indiana.
in 2020. Wait, you talk about from 2020 to now? The Knicks.
The Knicks for sure.
I said that. I led with that.
You can't discount.
I said the Knicks have entered the chat, but I said a whole lot more comes with that in that market. We can put that to the side, right?
I mean,
Because
listen, man.
there's a bigger decision with that to come to the Knicks, right?
Right.
So putting that to the side, acknowledging that they're a part of it, if you put that to the side, if you're serious about winning and you're in the East, there are really only two franchises, even this decade, that are serious.
I honestly, at this point, I put Indiana over Miami.
They've gone to the finals once.
Well, but I agree with him because result don't necessarily mean you're not serious about winning. Because Indiana's a team that
It does if I'm a
traditionally
pro.
tank.
It does if I'm a pro. If I'm a pro, talk is great. Who's actually doing it?
See, here's the thing, right? The
Because
thing-
why doesn't no one go to Milwaukee who won one? Right?
See, here's the thing, right? I think when it comes to the top free agents, the top players who are free agents, number one, you don't get those opportunities a lot, right? Like, so
No, but it's not even free agency because how many times has a star reportedly wanted to go to Miami this decade alone?
It's happened a good amount.
Because you have two choices. If you're a star and you want to win, and you're not trying to go out west, which is a whole thing, right? If you want to go out east or stay east, and you're a star and you want to win, there's two places you want to go, and Boston's kind of taken. So it's not a surprise that every star that's ready to move on and wants to stay in the East is linked to Miami. And I think Pat knows that, and that's why he moves like that. Like, we're the only ones over here outside of Boston and New York that's dead ass. And you can't go to Boston, and you don't want to go to New York because you're
why
soft.
can't you get
you're
nobody?
Scared. Huh?
So why can't he get nobody? If that's the
I mean,
case,
it's been he's only half a season removed from having Jimmy Butler.
I think he's not.
He didn't get Dame. He didn't get Dame because the Blazers were being petty. Let's put that on the table.
I don't know, man.
I don't think
You
he's
can
putting
say
out good enough trade packages. That's what I
that's
think.
that's the point I was going to make. You can say there's being petty, but you have stars that want to go to you. It's been Dame now. I don't know if it's been Giannis or not. That's been alleged.
For sure.
Multiple stars.
I think Dame and Giannis both wanted to be in Miami. Keep it a buck.
Yeah,
right.
Pun intended. Pun intended.
So, like,
I think they wanted to be in Miami together.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was
together.
But if that's true, then Giannis should just force his way to Portland and just make it happen there.
He ain't going to no goddamn Oregon.
I don't think Dame's going anywhere else. I'm being honest.
Giannis is not playing with Dame again.
He has to get back on proof of concept first.
Giannis is not playing with Dame again.
I don't think that's true. I don't think they had beef. I truly
they had beef either.
Did that without telling him or asking him. I'm so serious.
I don't think they
I
have
believe
beef.
that.
I agree with that. I don't think they asked him.
I don't think they have beef. I just think that they tried it and they're like, you know what?
They were never healthy in the
try it
playoffs
again.
together. They were never healthy in the playoffs together.
Yeah, but even when they were healthy together, they didn't look that great. So,
but they were never healthy in the playoffs together, and both of them moved different in the playoffs.
The regular season,
I understand, but let's not act like we can't have short memories. Damian Lillard in the playoffs is different.
Yes, but he's coming off of an injury, serious injury.
No, but you're talking about beforehand. I'm just saying, like, they never really had a shot.
No, I'm talking about Andre saying you should go to Portland. Right
no,
now.
I just know, but your reason they tried it and didn't work. If you wanted to say the injury is the reason why they shouldn't do it, sure. But I wouldn't say they tried it and it didn't work. They never really got an attempt.
They didn't even look good in the regular season. Why are you talking about the playoffs?
I feel like it would have. I feel like it would. Cause I feel like it would have looked different if they're both healthy in the playoffs for sure. Dame in the playoffs.
Man.
I'm just saying, Portland is the ultimate. Might be the ultimate because they have picks, they have Dame, and they have Drew Holiday. Not picks. I'm sorry, young talent. So like, if he I understand why not going to Oregon, but like, for him personally, the teammate he won with and the teammate he allegedly wanted to link up with are in the same spot. Figure it out.
He ain't going to no goddamn Oregon, bro.
I know he's not. I'm just saying.
Is Dame on a 1 year? Is Dame on a 1 year?
I don't know.
I don't know actually.
I doubt it. I doubt it. He's not going back to Portland.
2 year with a player. 2 year with a player option.
Probably.
Maybe.
Meaning he could opt out.
I mean, Dame low-key might be cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, no, he has a 3-year deal with a player option for the 27-28, which means he would be a free agent in the summer of 27. Which is also the same time that Giannis and Jokic are free agents, by the way.
You think he's gonna link up with them? Come on.
I'm just saying.
By that time, it's not gonna matter who's linking up with who. If we're being so for real.
Well,
can I tell you who else? Can I tell you who else is a free agent that summer?
I'm gonna tell you I don't care. But sure.
Davis,
Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Giannis, Jimmy, Jokic, Kat, Paul George, Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi, KD, Zach LaVine, Trae Young, James Harden, Brandon Ingram, Kyrie Irving. Should I continue?
A lot of those guys are old.
I was just about to say, like, the youngest person is Brandon Ingram, and then the second youngest person is going to be like 32. Like,
okay, so let me get to the young guys then. MPJ, Jalen Green, Jordan Poole, Tyler Hero, DeJounte Murray. Yes.
Miles
Bridges, Jonathan Kuminga,
like 27.
Brooks, Malik Monk, Keldon Johnson, Grayson Allen, Cooper Flagg. He'll get extended.
Oh,
He'll get extended. Austin Reeves, he'll get extended. Alex Sarr, VJ Edgecombe, all the rookies are going to get extended. So we don't have to even
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Concanupple, Stephen Cast, like none of them are gonna touch that free agency. But if they do, you got the whole old guard and the whole new generation, all free agents in 27. Even if they don't all hit free agency, the fact that all those contracts line up means that decisions are getting made this summer. Extensions or trades are happening this summer because everyone's contract expires next summer.
It's gonna be interesting. Something, you're right.
Yeah.
And that was my overall take on this.
Summer 16 all over again.
My overall take on this trade deadline. The reason why it was trash is because it's next year's that matters. And if you were going to make a move on a big name this year, you would be renting them potentially or extending them super early.
Right.
But everybody's contract is up at the end of next season.
That's why I kind of agree with Alan that the Heat are really the only losers. Everybody else, they got.
But
picked.
my thing is, they know that. So are they losers for saying we're not about to give you the kitchen sink when we're about to get people walking here next summer anyway?
What
I say yes because they do that every like 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
2 years.
Because that's the cycle, and like I said, they're
And
just
they
coming up. No, but bro, in context, right? We're only half a year or a year now from the trade deadline, right? We just had Jimmy Butler, who we went to 2 finals with, so you can't act like, oh, we've been destitute to be acting like this. Our last iteration of that strategy landed us Jimmy Butler, and we went to 2 finals. So why in their minds would we not act like that again?
That's very arrogant because
The
Jimmy
whole time they've been trying to get someone
who
to
can
pair
talk
with
to
Jimmy
them?
Butler.
In the East, who could really talk to them other than Boston?
You gotta understand, Jimmy Butler. A lot of people didn't even realize he was going to be as good as he was on the Heat. I don't even think they
What?
understood. The best player on the finals team. You telling me a lot of people knew that he would be the best player? Come on, man.
Wait, hold on. Playoff Jimmy was a thing starting when?
On the Heat.
You're bugged.
What did it start? On the
I
Timberwolves?
don't remember.
For sure.
Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he was there when Kawhi got shot. I forgot.
When he almost went to the finals, yes, that was him.
Yeah, but he wasn't the best player.
They had an argument.
On a given night?
Yeah, but you're talking about a given night or your franchise player though.
I'm just saying
He wasn't a franchise.
I'm just saying on a given night, playoff Jimmy was a very real thing.
Yeah.
Let's not come on now. Come on. People knew.
I don't think anybody expected him to be like that.
I played him in the finals in 2020 and I wasn't surprised at all. I used to have different rankings. I had regular season rankings and playoff rankings. I said my playoff ranking, Jimmy Butler is the best 2 guard in the league. I started saying that in like 2015, 16. It was him and Clay as 1-2 best 2 guards in the league in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he was always playing with other players that were better than him.
I understood that.
Who was he playing that was better with him besides Philly?
In Minnesota, when he took them in the playoffs, he was better than Cat. We know that.
Yeah.
For sure.
In Philly, yes, it was Embiid's team, but even Embiid called him Big Bro, and he carried many a game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I can't agree with that take.
When Derrick Rose was hurt, Jimmy became an all-star in Chicago as the guy. Like, we're not going to act like Jimmy came out of nowhere with Miami, bro.
He did. Nah, he did. Come on, man. Stop it.
What we said was this is what happens when a Jimmy Butler type goes to Miami. They're going to get it done. That's what we were saying.
Before it got done, I don't think people believed that they were going to get to the finals, man. Come on. I think this is revisionist history. Like, we know he was nice in the playoffs, but considering who he had around him, where he was definitively the best player. Definitively.
I wouldn't say no. I would agree. No one thought they were favorites, but I wouldn't say people were shocked.
No, yeah, people were shocked. Absolutely.
Nah.
Yeah, because they're the fifth seed. I would say people
were you shocked?
I was
shocked they got to the finals.
I would say shocked.
Considering who they beat.
Everybody was.
Yeah.
Shocked is a lot. Because again, matchups, right? When you look at when the playoff seeding comes out, and we really start putting our like intelligent, non-casual hats on, and we look at matchups. Each time a series started, did you really think they were super outmatched by anyone they played each finals run?
Super outmatched doesn't matter because if you
it doesn't have to be super outmatched, but they were upsetting teams. It doesn't have to be super outmatched. They can make it a fight.
Everybody thought they were going to make it. They were upsetting teams by speed. Go ahead.
No, I feel like you're taking that as saying like nobody. We all thought they were going to get like what do you call it, sweep and stuff, and that they were just whack. Like everybody knew that the Heat was going to be like a tough out no matter who they played, because that's Jimmy Butler in the Heat. Of course, they're going to be a tough out. But like I don't think anyone expected them to make it to the finals.
If they're a tough out, why are you then shocked when someone doesn't get them out?
Because a tough
out. I also pair this with what you thought about the teams they were playing, which is what I'm trying to bring up. That young version of the Celtics, did we really believe in them that much?
Some people
the pre MVP version of the Bucks, did we really believe in them that much?
Wait, hold on. Wait. You talking about before they got to the finals?
Yes.
Yeah, no, people 100% believe that they will get to the finals. Both teams. Yeah.
Even if not get to the finals, you believe enough to like beat a lower seed. It doesn't have to even get
to the final. No, people believe in them to get to the finals very soon. Nobody believed that about Miami. The tough out is never expected to get to the finals. Never. They're considered a tough out because they are devoid of talent, but they play basketball the right way.
I remember in 2020, I was saying that it was storybook that we were gonna get Celtics Lakers, and I remember before the series, I remember a lifelong Celtics fan telling me, I don't know if we beat in this Heat team.
You had these people here and there, but most people didn't believe that. Most people did not believe in
I'm just saying fans of the team were not uber confident that they were gonna get that Heat team out of there.
I could see why, but I'm just saying, like, the general consensus is what we're talking about, right?
Sure, that's why I just said the word shocked is what's throwing me off. Like, shocked.
I think most people were shocked. Yeah,
I think surprised is
having your prediction be wrong and be shocked. I feel like are two different things. Like, no, I didn't pick the Heat to go. Like, sure, so like they defied my expectations. Did I find it unbelievable that they did it? No. It made sense to me.
When the Celtics had to play the Heat instead of the Bucks and they still lost, I think the people got shocked. When they have to play the Heat instead of the Sixers and still lost.
Shock to me is like when the Mavericks beat the Clippers in the bubble. That was a shock.
I think that was just as much of a shock, man.
That was like that team had no business beating you. No business.
I don't know.
Third year Luka Doncic against Kawhi and Paul George in their prime. That was not supposed to happen. But Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and the hottest young player in the league, Tyler Hero, beating a young Tatum and Jaylen Brown, like
they weren't that young.
Yes, they were. What are you talking about?
Oh, they were young.
What are you talking about?
They were more experienced.
How old do you think they are now?
They were more experienced. They were more experienced than the Heat.
Time out, brother. How old do you think they are now? And it's 2026.
Hold on. They were in the league for years at that point.
That's not what I asked you, though, bro. How old do you think they are now? And it's 2026.
Jaylen Brown is turning 29 this year.
So we're talking about 6 years ago, a 23-year-old and a 22-year-old Tatum. That's not young?
Yeah, but they were in the league for years at that point, longer than Tyler Hero.
I said young. All I said was young.
Who else was
but you brought up Tyler Hero. He was younger than them.
But I said Jimmy, Bam, and the hottest young player in the league, Tyler Hero.
How much did people rate Bam at that point? Right?
What?
And then Tyler Hero.
Accurate. People were rating Bam. People were starting to rate Bam.
More than Tatum and Brown? No.
I don't know about
Is it Bam younger than them?
No one said more than Tatum and Brown.
What are we talking about?
I said in terms of looking at it, Jimmy Butler at that time, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and the vets that they had, it was not shocking to me that they beat a young Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
But we understand that. I agree. I understand that.
That's all I was saying.
But I keep saying that the general consensus, because the Celtics were the Celtics and the Sixers were the Sixers, was that they are going to beat.
The Sixers weren't even competitive in that playoff. What are you talking about? In 2020,
but they were still considered to be better before the playoffs started than the Heat.
The Sixers didn't even make the playoffs that year.
I'm talking about the era. Because
I was analyzing each individual run. So I was starting in 2020.
Well, I'm saying each individual
That's why I said the matchups matter. In 2020, when that bubble playoff started and you looked at the pathways, no team they beat shocked me. Like, I wasn't shocked that Jimmy, Bam, and Vets and young talent beat a young Celtics core. I wasn't shocked.
I think
That's
most
what I'm
people.
saying. I'm not saying y'all were wrong for picking the other team. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I wasn't shocked.
Nah, but we get that. I'm just saying that most people were.
I guess.
And you said shocked is a strong word. No, it's not. It's the right
It's
word
pretty
for
strong.
most
It's
people.
pretty strong to say shocked.
I don't think it's most people were shocked. I'll
Shocked is like when the Warriors beat the Mavericks in 07. Like, that's like 8 seed being a 1 seed. That's a shock.
I think people were shocked about the Heat. Man. What were the Heat seed that year?
Like 4th.
What were the Celtics?
I want to say 2nd.
I think people were saying the Celtics were destined to win a chip. Like,
I understand that. I agree.
nobody said that about the Heat. The Heat was just a tough out.
I also agree. I don't think that they were comparably spoken about at all. I'm just saying, if you understood basketball, I'm saying after it happened. I'm not every prediction point you're making.
Before.
I know, and I said every prediction point you're making, I agree with. I'm just saying, when we watched it happen, I find it hard to believe that people saw what happened and felt the feeling shock. like nothing the Heat players did shocked me. I knew that they were all capable of doing that. I didn't predict that they would do that, but it wasn't like I didn't know they could, the way I didn't know Luka was like that when he beat the Clippers. I didn't know Baron Davis was like that when they beat the Mavs. You know what I mean? I knew Jimmy was like that. I didn't think he'd do it against them.
Was like that when he beat the Clippers
in 2020.
He came in the league like that. What are you talking about?
That was his first playoff runs. Come on now. Let's not. Come on now.
I truly had no hesitation that he was going to beat the Clippers.
There was no shock to you when he did what he did versus the Clippers in the bubble?
Not even a little bit. I'm going to be honest.
I'm not going to hold you. I was surprised that they lost, but the fact that he went off, I wasn't shocked. No, because by the second year.
No. You know what? That's correct. That's correct.
That's
the win itself,
yeah.
I was like,
the win itself was shocking, but
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that is when I literally had my jaw to the floor. Like, I actually cannot believe that this touted team with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George in their prime really just lost in the first round to a team with a 30-year player. I could not rationalize it in my brain. With the Heat, it made sense. I was like, oh wow, good for them. But like, yeah, that I get it.
Are the Clippers fans still in the chat?
Yeah,
no, they're probably not. What do we think about Harden and Cavs? Let's wrap this up. What do we think about Harden and the Cavs?
I don't think anything about Harden in the Cavs. We have 2 playoff chokers on the same team. We'll see how that
goes. Not a choker. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell is not a choker. We're not doing that. When is he choked? Donovan Mitchell. When is he choked? Tell me. His teams have lost.
His teams have lost.
We're not going to call that choking just because your team loses. We're not going to do that.
All right. So you got at least one choker on that team. I'll tell you
That's
that.
correct.
Sure.
That's correct.
When the trade first happened, at first I didn't like it because I was like, why would you trade for Harden, who's at 36? But after looking more into it and what you said, like it makes a little bit of sense because what's his name? Darius Garland is really injury prone. His ankle's like really shot. So if you in a win now mode, I think it makes sense.
I think they were just done with the pairing, and I think we knew that 2 years ago, and we were surprised they even brought it back.
I think it works out.
That on this pod, when they played the Celtics in the playoffs 2 years ago, we said like Mobley being more of a focal point on this team was going to be the better way for them to go, and that we weren't sure this Darius Garland Mitchell pairing was going to work, and then they both re-signed that summer, and we were kind of like, whoa, they're going to try this again, and they tried it, and it still didn't work.
I like it specifically because it's like Donovan Mitchell has like 2 years on his contract, so you're kind of like putting this move for that, knowing that if it doesn't work out, he may leave. So like
27.
At that point, it doesn't matter if Darius Garland is 26. You know what I mean? So taking all that into consideration, I think it was a good move, especially for both teams.
No, I'm saying they've set themselves up for flexibility in 27 with the big class. Because even if you keep Donovan, Harden expires, and we can go try to get another starter pair of them.
Yeah.
But you're not locked into the DG contract.
What's hard to do in Cleveland, though.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's true, but listen, everyone's got to take their shot, right?
I guess so, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if it's a good move or not. It's all on Harden now.
I was predicting he was going to go home to Houston because
Yeah.
narrative-wise, that would have made perfect sense. And it came out that he did want to, and that there was no interest.
That's
There
crazy.
shouldn't be. There
But-
shouldn't be.
well, okay, it's not crazy to me because they would have to give up a lot to get him, I guess. So
Yeah.
it's not
Zero
that.
interest.
I don't think so. He's not on that crazy of a salary.
But I feel like well, it's not about crazy with salary. I feel like it's the salaries that do match up and what the Clippers would want. You know what I mean? Like
I mean,
feel
they
like
did a.
would want some assets.
Who would it have been?
They probably would have wanted like, let me see, just to make it match up. They would need Fred VanVleet just to make it match up, and to take Fred VanVleet, the Clippers probably would have wanted either Jabari or I don't know if that matchups too, but Jabari or the Thompson twin. And I feel like my point is, I feel like Clippers asking
I
for
would've
is
gave
probably
them
too high
Jabari.
for Houston.
I would have gave them Jabari for sure.
Ooh.
I wouldn't give it on Jabari.
100%.
Nope.
Y'all know how I feel.
KD before our eyes.
Y'all know how I feel that lineup is too duplicative in the playoffs.
You're right, but I feel like their identity is they like being big. I feel like that's part of their
They
identity.
do.
So I don't think they
And
will.
remember how I said about the Lakers, how I was explaining that this is their intention, and you all accurately pointed out that that's not good.
Yeah.
Like I totally understand what Houston wants to do. I don't think it will work. I don't. He thinks Kevin Durant and Jabari are going to be Tatum and Brown, and that's not how it's going to work at all.
Listen, I don't think the Rockets are in enough trouble right now to be making such a drastic move like that to go for Harden. The Cavaliers now, usually they look really good in the regular season.
Question though, Harden as a 6-man on the Rockets?
That'd be crazy. That's
I don't know
crazy.
if is he accepting that?
He's not accepting that, which is why
I think if you give him the money, he would
How do
accept
we
it.
know? How do we know? How do we know that?
because he's got ego.
Are they even allowed?
James Harden's got mad ego.
Are they even allowed?
Are
James
they
Harden's got
even
mad
allowed?
ego. You're not letting that happen.
No, are they even allowed to ask Harden if he wants to do that right now?
I mean, yeah,
What do you mean allowed, bro?
Are they allowed to talk to
Can't
Harden?
let that happen.
Are they
I think,
allowed?
I
like,
think
You mean during the course
think
of
you
the,
could give
of the trade
permission.
discussion?
I
Yes.
think
Yeah,
give permission.
No, that'd be tampering.
exactly. That's why you
Only,
don't take
only if you have permission though. You have permission.
Oh yeah, you guys for permission. Yeah.
The Clippers would have had to give permission to his agents and stuff.
Yo, what are the Clippers doing though? Can we actually like?
Yo.
I don't want to talk about them.
They're tanking.
There's nothing to talk
For
about.
what? I don't
We need to
understand.
we need to talk about why y'all need to put more respect on Vika Zubac.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about to say
that's a
that's,
fact. That was
that's a great
crazy.
trade. That's an amazing. They might be
Pacers just
the
cooked.
winners of the trade deadline. Honestly,
Pacers,
Bro,
Great
the
trade.
Pacers, Pistons, and Celtics own this.
okay.
you froze, Trevor.
Well,
The one thing that's weird about did y'all
Conference.
see
Y'all
the
laughed me out
picks?
the building when I said that, but I don't understand. I said when I said the Pacers, Pistons, and Celtics are gonna run the conference, y'all laughed me out the building, out the group chat. I don't understand. I don't understand how you're not.
I didn't. I was.
Oh, you did? 'Cause
You
you
just
did
gave
that.
Tyrese Halliburton. You just gave Tyrese Halliburton Zubac,
Tyrese Halliburton benefited.
and you didn't
very
have to give up
much.
Pascal. You didn't have to give up Pascal or Neesmith or Nemhard or
Zubac
Obi.
Can't shoot threes.
right.
Does that
matters.
matter, bro?
Yes.
Yes, because he benefited from a floor spacing center.
Wait, so you don't think that Zubac is an upgrade from Miles Turner?
No, he is. He is.
Because I'll pull
I
up the
don't think
clips-
he
because
fixed.
I will pull up the clips when we talked about centers in this league, and I was trying to give Miles Turner love. I would bet my bottom dollar y'all named Zubac as a center better than him.
No, but it doesn't matter because I think that what they do benefits. I think they go to the finals because they have a Miles Turner that can shoot threes and roll to the basket. Zubac, he's rolling to the basket every time. More one-dimensional. That hurts Tyrese Halliburton.
I don't think so.
I think he's still going to get a lot of assists, but
It
their
gives him-
offense is not going to
it
be as
gives him a
dynamic. It's
different
not.
look.
It's just not. Their offense is not going to be as dynamic at all.
It's just gonna be different.
No. It's going to be slightly worse. And they are not talented enough to be slightly worse and get to the finals.
The Thunder don't have a center that shoots threes.
Chet plays the 5 a lot.
I just caught you because when I made that exact point, y'all laughed me at the building.
Who is laughing you at the
I
building?
said he plays the 5 a lot.
Allen, they've done it again. Adopting takes. I love it, bro. I love this, bro.
What?
I love this.
What?
Verbatim, we had an
You-
argument.
You be
and I
listening?
talked about Chet plays the 5, and you said Isaiah Hartenstein starts at the 5. He is their center. He is their center. And now today, for the sake of this argument, y'all want to go the other way. It's hilarious.
No. See,
audience,
you
you
like
see it,
you
bro.
want
Go to
people.
Go to episode 82. Go to episode 82.
The problem is you.
And
want
we got
everybody-
the episode number.
No.
Go to
The
episode 82.
There's no way he has that done.
The problem is you want everybody to have nuance with your takes, but you don't have nuance for nobody else's takes. That's the problem.
I just stay consistent in my nuance.
No. I am consistent too. You just don't want people to have nuance for anybody else but you. I
also
know
crazy.
that they.
I'm
What did I
beg
say
you all
in
to
that?
have nuance.
Listen, if I say Isaiah Hartenstein is starting 5 because you say he's not, right? That doesn't change the fact that I still accepted that Chet plays the 5, and I probably did say that in that.
No, but you're erasing the context. Why were we saying that? Because we were talking about the play style and how they usually play in terms of the skill set of the people on the floor. So you can't, in that argument, say their play style is more determined by the fact that Hartenstein actually is their 5. But now we're talking about play style and Zubac. You're going to say no, actually their play style is more determined by when Chet plays the 5. That was the exact argument we were having about what their play style caters to more. Does it cater more to Chet when he's the 5, or does it cater more to Hartenstein when he's the 5?
What did I say? I said Zubac is one-dimensional, right? The Thunder have an option.
Answer
They
my
could play.
question.
Hold on. The Thunder have an option in playing Chet at the 5 or Hartenstein at the 5. But Hartenstein is starting 5.
They can't do that with Obi?
No, they can't do that with Obi. I'm a Knicks fan. I know they can't do that with Obi. They could try, but they're not going to work.
Obi shot very well in the playoffs last year.
He's not. He cannot play a 5.
All right.
He's a horrible 5. They tried it.
I mean, they beat your ass.
Yeah, all right. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Alan,
tell me real
quick how you hold on, Alan. Tell me real quick how you acknowledge that Zubac to Indiana is actually an incredibly consequential trade.
One, Zubac is more talented than whatever center they already had there, so that's one.
Thank you.
Automatically offered that's better. They already lost. Your point is moot ball because they already lost Miles Turner.
Thank you.
Like it was already like an issue, but
they
wow, it's moot. They already lost Miles Turner.
Yeah, they went from trash to good, but not as good as they were before Miles Turner. You did not replace Miles Turner with Zubac. You got somebody who completely changes their
much better player. Much better player.
I agree he's better. I agree he's better, but it doesn't matter. You can't just put talent together and win. We know that in this era.
I think Zubac is a very good offensive center.
He is
offensively and defensively. Actually, I think he's kind of underrated defensively.
Miles Turner played good defense.
Rebounder.
Okay,
that's
I don't know if he's a better
offense. You know what helps Tyrese? Fast breaks because we get stops because this my big action the board.
That was all of them next point. I feel like his board is going to help Tyrese even more on the fast breaks. I understand what you're saying about the threes.
I don't know if he's a better defender than Miles Turner in the paint.
What?
Miles Turner was a good defender in the paint.
No, Miles Turner in the paint was a great paint stop. He's just not a great rebounder.
Right.
Fans, episode 82. I hate y'all.
Who said he was a bad defender in the paint?
Miles Turner's a great defender in the paint. Oh my God. So then what does Zubac do better? Because you say you agree he's better.
He's a better finisher and he's a better rebounder.
He's a better scorer and rebounder.
An outscorer overall. He's a better finisher in the paint.
So you think
but like for an offensive heavy team, he scores better and rebounds better. That seems like a really good fit to me though.
It is a
fit. Because I understand what you're saying about the threes, but that's when if they have other players on the court that can shoot threes.
Nope. They played 5 out. That's a big reason why Tyrese Halliburton was able to have the space to do all these things he does. They're not gonna have that with Zubac on the court.
That's true.
I'm telling you, Zubac is nice. Trust me. You want to talk? I've said Zubac is nice on this podcast. I've said he's one of the best centers on this podcast.
He is one of the best centers on this.
That's what I'm saying.
But with their offense, it doesn't work.
They're going to adjust. You're acting like a team can't change how they play. They're going to adjust.
You think changing how you play is so easy to just do and have the same result?
When they traded for Pascal and went to the finals.
Did they? I think you're wrong about that, sir.
Tyrese just explained it on the Mind the Game podcast about how different they changed their style to go to the style you're talking about when Pascal got there. So you tell me I'm wrong. Tell Tyrese he's wrong.
All right.
Tyrese is wrong.
Got it.
Tyrese is wrong.
Because Obi was their starting center.
Hours. Tyrese just broke down for 2 hours how they changed what they did when Pascal got there, and it was dope. They talked about how when they played the Lakers in the first cup, they played a certain way, and LeBron said y'all were getting really good as a young talent that way. He says it's crazy how y'all got Pascal, and then y'all went to run a gun. He was like, yeah, it actually was really interesting, and broke down
They
the
were
whole.
running the gun with Obi.
When did they get Obi?
They had Obi before Pascal.
When
Did they
did
not?
they get him? When did they get him? Look it up. I want you to look it up in front of
Was
me.
it not 2 years
I
ago?
want you to look it
It
up
was
in
2
front
years
of
ago.
me.
All right, hold on.
I don't even know why I'm arguing with you. You could go watch Tyrese say it himself. Like, why are we even going in the back and forth? The man said it himself. I don't like
2023 season, 23-24 season, they got Obi. Okay. What they got Pascal after, did they not?
I want you to just go listen to what Tyrese said. I don't know why.
Okay.
Why are you arguing
Okay.
with me?
All right, so
Why are you arguing with me?
okay. Okay.
You think I'm lying about what he said? The man said they changed the way they play when they got Pascal. That's I'm just saying.
Okay. Players say a lot of things, man, but okay. I know they definitely gave Pascal the ball more than
That's so you think he's just wrong that they actually play the point guard of the offense? You think is just wrong that he thinks they played different, but they played the same?
the difference that I noticed. Tell me if this is what he said, because I did not. I'm not a mind the game fan. All right, I don't care about that. All right.
We know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
He didn't even get the shade, Alan. He didn't even catch the shade.
What shade?
Exactly.
I don't care about what LeBron and JJ got to look at what the mind the game is doing for the Lakers right now. Like,
On the
whatever.
pod
A lot of
now.
nothing. A whole lot
It's
of nothing.
Steve,
I'll
it's
say
Steve
that.
Nash now.
Yeah, but all right, whatever. But anyway, no, I know it's Steve Nash, but I'm saying the premise of the podcast is to just dissect the X's and O's, right, to a T, right? And I'm saying all them X's and O's. You don't even like the coach that you have now, who was the Mind the Game podcast foundational member.
Do you think they're on there just saying like their personal X and O's beliefs?
No, they're breaking down. Of course, their personal X and O beliefs is going to come into play. Is it not? They're breaking down the game with their perspective in mind.
So when they have guests on, what do you think they're doing?
The same thing.
Chatting, honestly.
The same
You
thing.
guys are crazy. You guys don't want to educate yourselves on basketball. That's crazy.
Listen,
You have NBA star the NBA star coming on there dissecting their game and how their team plays X's and O's wise on the podcast, and you're telling me they're on there chatting.
Listen,
That's crazy.
All I'm saying is
Yo, Aaron,
you're
not nuts.
all I'm saying is you hired JJ Redick because of how.
Stop with the clickbaity take. We don't care
What
about the hype.
clickbait?
I'm talking about
What
what the
clickbait?
actual content is on the podcast. I don't care
Yeah,
about what you're talking
JJ
about.
Redick is a foundational member of what that whole podcast is. Him and LeBron set the tone.
Yes, Jade, you can disagree with JJ Redick's own philosophies about basketball. Does that take away from the fact that on that podcast they are breaking down the X and O beliefs of various people?
All I'm saying is that if JJ Redick was on that podcast saying things, right, that you all agree, that the Lakers front office or whatever agreed with, and you hired JJ because of that, right? And there are things that now they don't like, but it's the same guy with the same philosophies and the same. What I'm saying is,
talking heads, bro. That's such a basic ass take on the podcast. That's basic as hell. Them having X and O conversations curated with guests in the NBA has nothing to do with JJ Redick's coaching ability. Like, it's a ridiculous assertion to even try to connect it to.
I don't know
It's
if we're going
ridiculous.
anywhere with this take. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if we're going anywhere here. I really don't.
listen, all I'm saying is people say a lot of things, right? And players lie, right? NBA players lie a lot,
Let's not act like they don't. They say a lot of things.
You
just
think
because
he
they say
lying about that though?
That's a crazy thing to lie about. That's
Well,
so-
I was going to say what I was going to say before I was interrupted was that the difference I see is that they gave Pascal the ball by the elbow and on the block a lot more. They weren't doing that before they got Pascal because they had nobody to do that with. That's the only difference. Outside of that, Pascal is shooting threes like Obi was.
So you don't think, like in the same way, they'll get a player with a different skill set than what they've had before? They won't figure out how to use that player with that new skill set that they didn't have before? You don't
That
think they can do that
player's
again?
skill. What if that player's skill set counteracts with other players' skill set in the same lineup? What now? Pascal's gonna have to take more threes.
We'll see.
Make more moves.
We'll see.
The only thing I'd add to that is just
They're not better than the Knicks. The Knicks running the East.
that
And I know that's all you really wanted to say. So stop with the.
I broke down why.
All you really wanted to say. You could just say that. Paul, next time.
I'm breaking it down first.
Next
That's what
time,
you want,
save
right?
us 20 minutes.
Nah.
Save us 20 minutes and just say that. Just say that.
Nah. I'm breaking it down the way you want.
if I was
You want
going
me
to
to break it
work
down,
it,
right?
that's
I
all I
break
was
it
going to say.
You don't like it.
The whole reason that we got tight with you saying in the chat, like, oh, it's going to be the Celtics, Pistons, and Pacers, is because how are you going to just skip over the Knicks, which is a consistent thing.
How did
for
I
you.
start the convo? What did I say?
You said Pistons, Celtics, and Detroit.
What did I say?
You said the
prior
Knicks
to
better
that
win the
comment?
this year because
Thank you.
that don't mean
That's
anything.
not the same thing.
That don't
You're
mean
still
anything.
saying-
It
That means they're
acknowledges
contenders
that
this
you all are-
year.
It acknowledges
sorry?
that you all are contenders and that the road
It
gets
means y'all
tougher as
nice
you-
this year. Damn.
But what I'm talking about next year.
You guys
Sam,
you're being intentionally obtuse and dense right now.
how am I
Like,
being intentionally obtuse? We're a contender. You're saying whether or not you're saying we better win this year. What happens next year if we don't win? Are we
the
still
road
contenders?
gets tougher for you.
Are we still contenders? Yes or no?
You literally leapfrog everybody else over the Knicks for the next
Correct.
2 years.
That's why we
Why
got
you
tight.
acting like you didn't do that? That's clear as day. And we're saying no. The Pacers, yes, they got another talent,
How are
but
you
that
saying-
talent, in my opinion, I don't know about Andre, in my opinion, directly counteracts another talent that they have.
I don't
Right?
know about
He
Frank.
does not
Doesn't put them over
replace
the Knicks.
what Miles
Doesn't
Turner
put
was
them over the
bringing to
Knicks.
that team. He doesn't.
The Pistons getting more shooters. Did that move you at all?
The Pistons getting more shooters.
Yes. Kevin
They're better
Huerter.
this year. They're better this year. They're better this year. I'll give you that. So they got more shooters this year, and it helped.
I got
How about the Celtics getting Vucevic? Like, are we? What's going
That's a
on,
good one.
Alan? What,
That's
what are
a
these?
good one.
What
That's
is
a
I
this?
good
got no
one.
issue.
Vooch.
I have no issue with you saying those three and the Knicks are running the conference.
The
But
Pacers
just
is a reach, man.
correct. Just
That's a
saying
reach.
well, the Pacers are going to be standing in our way and Knicks are automatically. It made it sound like you're saying the Knicks are going to be fourth automatic. Best that they can do.
What I was trying to say is
What you were
that
trying
right
to say.
now the East looks weak. Right at the top, Celtics are hurt. Pacers are hurt. The Pistons look good. What I was saying is that now those three teams are now all poised to be strong juggernauts that the Knicks will have to deal with. That's what I'm saying. You better win it this year because it only gets harder from here.
You're not gonna revise
The
what you
Celtics
said.
just got better. The Celtics just got better. The Pistons are good and just got better.
We're
and
not-
the Pacers are good and just got better. That's all I
We're
was saying.
not going to allow you to revise what you said. You said they're running the East. Your words matter.
That's different.
We're not letting you get away with this.
That's what I
That's a
said.
different
Stand
thing
on
than
what you
being
said,
attentive.
man. Stand
That's what
on
I
it.
said. That's what I said.
Okay,
Right,
you're
and
wrong.
so you're wrong.
That's
You're wrong.
it.
That's where we are.
Like, don't change it up now. All I
You
was
see
trying to
that
say
of
is
emotion.
it gets hard. No, you made a
Alan,
stance.
final points on the trade deadline
Yeah,
move.
stand on
Any
it.
reaction to the Pistons getting shooters
Yeah.
and the Celtics getting Vucevic?
I think the Vucevic trade is really good because Celtics need a center. He's not.
Defensive center, so I don't know how
He's-
much greater makes him. But all right.
So what?
He's not really a defensive center.
And on any given night. Why are we
That's
acting
what-
dense right now? What's
I was
going
I was
on?
gonna say he's not a defensive center too, but I feel
He's
like
not a
I feel
defensive
like-
center. He's a
but I
rebounding
feel like
center.
his 20 and 10 can make up for that because the Celtics will figure it out. He's not a defensive. I don't think he was their first choice, honestly, but I think they'll figure it out with him. 'Cause
As
they
we
need
just-
the
What
rebounds
center
more
were
than
they starting
defense.
before? Was that a great defensive center? They still third in
No.
the East. Like, what are we
No.
talking about right now, bro? Like,
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah,
I
but
feel like his
Nato-
rebounds.
all of that
are
is going
different.
to. That's all fine for the regular season. We're thinking about the playoffs. I'm sorry, Alan. You can continue, but I'm just saying, like,
I mean,
you're calling
that's
people,
what I
you're calling
said.
people purposely obtuse, but you know what we're talking about. So, like, that's crazy.
You can stand on the Knicks are still better, but to act like these moves aren't impactful to make.
I didn't say that.
You didn't say that.
That's
Yeah,
what
no one said
that's what y'all acting like. That's what y'all
No.
both are
Thank
acting
you,
like.
Alan.
No,
Alan.
no, Alan,
that's
how?
exactly what y'all both are acting like.
How?
Huh?
How? How?
Because
We
every
acting
time we
like
talk about a trade, you or anyone to come in and say whatever y'all say. We say a trade was good for XYZ. Oh, it don't matter because he's not a defensive center. He can't shoot. Like, we talking about
Y'all are
the
downplaying
trades and why they're
these
good in
moves
that.
simply because you think the Knicks are still better. That's what we're saying.
That's not what
You
I'm
can,
saying at
you
all.
can say the Knicks are still better and acknowledge that this team just got significantly better off this trade.
I
You
think
want us to say that the Pacers got significantly better when they's got a lot to figure out.
Okay, we got that. Pin in that. Celtics getting Vucevic.
Sure, they got. I don't know about significantly better. They
I
got
didn't get my
better.
opinion yet. You
They
want me to
got
get my
better.
opinion?
They got a better rebounder at the center. It's great. I want to see how it works for them. But as we discussed earlier, one of their main defensive strategies was funneling. You
Did they
cannot
not
do
just
that
get
with
a
Vucevic.
healthy, less defensively impactful Kristaps Porzingis so that they
I'm
can play
saying-
the exact way they used to?
Kristaps Porzingis is a stopper. Kristaps Porzingis
What
is
did I
a
say?
stopper in the
What
He
did
said
I
less
say?
defensive. He
What
said
did
less
I say?
defensively
Did not just
impactful.
get a healthier, less
Well-
defensively impactful Kristaps Porzingis, which
No.
will allow them to play.
Wait, real quick.
No.
Jose Alvarado to the Knicks.
Yeah, love it. Culturally.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I'll get to that in a second. I want to address what Farrell just said, though.
The least
No,
impactful trade is the
Farrell.
one they're going to talk about the most excitedly.
That's what I was going to say. I wanted to
Wait,
see what's going
let me
on.
talk first. Farrell, to talk about Vucevic for a second, right? No, he's not less defensively impactful Porzingis because he actually doesn't shoot well from three. He shoots a lot of threes and doesn't shoot well from three. He's notorious for that for the past few years. So no, he's not. He actually might not even start on that team, but he will help them a lot.
I beg your pardon?
He might not even continue to start on that team.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah. Yeah. So again, going forward,
Dre, I see it on your face.
No, hold on. Don't
Get your
look at
man.
me.
going
Get your
forward,
man.
I don't think he's going to
Oh,
start
no,
on that
that
team. I don't. Going forward, like when they get Tatum this year, he might because they need.
I really hope he puts 23 and 14 on y'all tomorrow night. I really do.
Okay, and if he gives
I
up
really do.
35, then it doesn't matter. But he's a good offensive center.
This
He's a
man's
good
gonna
offensive
look
center.
this man's gonna look like Enes Kanter, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god!" Like we've seen it before. They need
First of all, last year he shot 40% from three.
I don't care.
What about the year before that?
And this year he's shooting 38. So what are you talking about?
I'm talking about defense. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I'm
No,
talking
he's
to
addressing
Paul,
me. He's
who
addressing me. He's addressing
just
me.
lies on this podcast, bro. As soon as he
addressing me.
said that, I pulled up ESPN.com. I was like, that doesn't sound correct. What is he talking about?
23-24. He shot 30%. Before that,
Okay, yeah. You said the last
35.
couple years. This year and last year, he's shooting great.
How many shots is he shooting? Because he shot
Now
badly.
we're
for
gonna
like
do that.
3-4
Now we're
years
gonna do
ago.
that. Now we're gonna do that.
I mean,
Now
can
we're
we?
gonna do that.
While he's looking that up, can we address that?
He's shooting less threes per year. No, wait, no, he's not. No, he's not.
I hear what you're saying.
Yo, you have to stop. You have to
Okay.
stop.
Can
You
I
have
address them? I hear
Yes.
what you were saying about the fact that without that kind of defensive center, the Celtics are still third in the East, and that's very well. But to your point, how you were saying that, like, the Knicks have to win this year. Everybody is getting better next year. So I think when they're planning on having a team that's, full force, they are going to need a defensive scheme because right now their defensive scheme is Jaylen Brown and Derek White, and that's not going to get it done, particularly in the playoffs. They need paint defense. They're going to need.
I think Tatum helps with that. I think Tatum comes back and plays the four.
No, of course, but he's not. He's also not a shot blocker like that. He's more like a disruptor.
He's long though.
He's long and he's
I
a
think we're
disruptor.
relying on that man for interior defense.
I don't know, and also as Joe Mazzulla, I wouldn't want Tatum to be caught up in anything that much in the paint because that's where
I would
injuries.
rather that than have him chasing around guards on a new Achilles.
I would rather. Yeah, agreed. I'd keep him in help, and that's it.
Which makes him low man for.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be low man.
The whole conversation about rim protection from the low man.
No. He's gonna be low, but he's not. Let me put it like this: he's not going to be
You
a
just don't
primary
think he's
stopper.
really gonna jump to block players, is what you're trying to say.
Correct. He's not the primary stopper. He's not the rim protector.
Do you have to
Colliding
be
with players
do you have to be
mid-air.
vertical to be a rim protector?
No, you don't have to.
I mean, if you're under
Helps.
7 foot, then yes.
It helps significantly.
How tall is Al Horford? 6'10", correct?
Yes.
How tall is Jason Tatum?
6'9". And Al Horford's significantly stronger.
Jason Tatum is-
Jason Tatum's strong.
Jason
but Al
Oh, I
Horford-
don't know about that. I don't.
You don't know about that?
I don't. He is Jason Tatum. Every player in the league notoriously says how strong he is.
He's very
You're
strong.
going off body mass. Don't do that.
No. I'm not going off body. How many guys you see pushing Al Horford around? None. It doesn't
Who
happen.
you seen push Tatum around?
I'm not saying you see. I'm just saying I'm seeing like over a decade of players not being able to do anything with this man. He's a
And
stopper.
when's the last time you seen someone physically do anything with Tatum?
I've never seen Tatum work as the stopper or even be a low man stopper like this.
Yeah, but
Because he
that's
has
what I'm saying.
guts.
He has to be stopper. Al Horford was just a strong low man, right? A 6'10", strong low man, long.
There was
with
a
good
long time he
instinct.
was the stopper.
Sure, in his prime. I'm just saying it worked with an old Al Horford who wasn't vertical anymore, being strong, good instincts, great hands, long, right?
Yeah, sure.
Tatum can't do that at 6'9".
He can, but it worked with Horford because they had a stopper. They don't have a stopper. They don't have a rim protector. So that's what I'm saying. You're going to be asking a lot from Jason Tatum. And again, going off the fresh Achilles, I don't know that this is a plan that works. I really don't.
All right, that's actually I can live. That's a good analysis and take. I can live with that. I like
Thanks.
that.
I
It's not
try to make good
overly-
analysis.
Yeah, no, y'all was on some. It don't matter. It don't mean nothing.
I
And
never
that's-
said that.
No,
that's
no,
not
no.
fair. I never said that.
I'm telling you, Vucevic, I don't think he's gonna start when they have their full team back. I'm standing on that. I think he's good enough to be like a
Who the
6
hell
man candidate.
starts? Who the hell starts? What are you talking about, bro?
What's his name?
Let's start
He's
with him
a
right now.
tall center, young. He was a
You
headband.
don't even know who. You don't even know who you're talking
Neto,
about.
I think is his name, or something like that. Neto or something like that. He's not from America. I know him, but I
No, I know who you're talking. I don't know.
Yeah,
who's
like,
the
he's a-
starter.
Luka Garza.
No, not Garza.
No, I know what you're talking about. He's dark skin, right?
yeah, yeah, very dark. Yeah,
Queta.
yes. Athletic.
Yeah, bro. Queta's gonna come in to give them their defensive stints and rotations.
Nah.
The same way Al Horford didn't start.
Vucevic.
The same way Al Horford, the player y'all gassing, didn't start.
Yo, you see, you keep saying I didn't say a word about his. I didn't say his name. All I'm saying, Vucevic. You gotta understand. I'm not saying that he's not gonna start because he's not good. I just think that
I
for what
understand why you're saying he's not going to start. I'm just saying if we're talking about the formula that worked, they didn't have to start the guy that was the defensive rotation player for them.
Al Horford
They-
is a better defender than Vucevic. Vucevic has never been a
That's not what I
defender.
said. I said they didn't have to start the guy that was the defensive low player for them. So this idea that you're going to start Queta because he's the defensive option, I think is faulty. They're going to start Vucevic, and matter of fact, y'all do it. So should
Well,
Mitch
that's a good
start?
point. That's a good point.
The fuck are y'all
That's
talking about? I'm done.
that's a
Podcast over.
That's a good point.
Cat, hold on.
Look at him! 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 Look at him!
Can I talk? Cat is way better offensively than Vucevic, so it's different. We depend on Cat. So why are you bringing it up? When I have a rebuttal to you, then you be like, oh. So why are you bringing it up if you're mad? It's the truth. It's the truth. Are they going to depend on Vucevic for points?
Like we said again, I'm
No,
always
yeah,
gonna
of course they are.
circle. Hold on, I'm the best host
You're
in
not going to
all
depend on him to
podcast.
score.
Hold on, wait. I'm the best host in all podcast land because I'm gonna bring it back to something we started this podcast off with. Because starting and all that stuff, it doesn't always come down to talent. It comes to play style. So I'm not talking that you have to be as good as Cat to be starting when you're a defensive problem, but for their play style, so they can get back to the way they used to play, they're going to start Vucevic and bring in the defensive player for the defensive rotations they need to. Cat doesn't just start because he's your second best talented player. He starts because that's the way you want to play.
No, I think he starts because he's the second best offensive player, honestly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
On a given night, is he always every night or is it OG?
No, every night.
The
he's the
offense,
second.
wait. The OG OG gets his points playing off of Cat and
Correct.
Jalen Brunson.
Correct.
I'm done talking about the Knicks today.
Even when Cat doesn't play well, they still have to pay
I'm
attention.
done talking about the Knicks. Our fans are done hearing us talk about the Knicks. They've been saying it in the comments.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Because that was the game of the week this week. We're done. It's over.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Just to circle back, the reason that Cat starts at center, he was gonna start regardless. The reason he starts at center is because Mitchell Robinson is on a minutes restriction. That is it. He'd be the 4 otherwise. In
There
fact,
are some games.
there are some games we do the double big
line,
lineup, and we eat. If it was not for a minutes restriction, y'all, the rest of the league is lucky. That's all we're gonna leave it.
And Josh Hart plays. He helps the starting, like the other starters, very well. So that it's deeper than that. Like,
We can back into narratives and be like, "Oh, it's this way." No. There are facts that we have to consider.
And with the Jose Alvarado move, I didn't talk about it yet. I like it, but he's not gonna. There are gonna be some games he might get DNPs. People don't understand. Like, we're deep. So
are y'all done?
No, I'm not. We're deep. So there's gonna be some games he might not play, but that doesn't mean that he's not gonna help us a lot. He's gonna win some playoff games for us just off of a few plays and all of that.
The fans do not want to hear any more Knicks talk.
They want to hear Lakers talk. You don't say that when you talk about the Lakers. You were going on and on and on about the Lakers for like 10 minutes straight.
That's a fact.
Only
when you talk about the Lakers, you go on.
The week segment, you mean, when they played the Lakers?
In fact,
you brought it back.
Just to be honest, we started this whole 40. We did a whole 45 minutes because you wanted to bring up text messages and try to shame us for being Knicks fans. That's how this podcast started.
You brought it back to the Knicks. You brought up the Knicks.
How?
You said the Knicks do it.
That's true. You did.
That is true. Hey, listen.
Well, take off your glasses.
A lot of things you be complaining about be your fault. That's not the podcast, man. We going on 2K.
That's a fact. Oh, we are.
I want to eat something first.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you gotta. I can't help myself. You gotta step in. You can't. We can't let them take over the pod the way they do. I can't control myself. My inner instinct to not let Knicks fans do what they do. I get it from my father.
Knicks hate.
I know.
Yes, Knicks hate.
It's not insane.
Get that hate out. In the words of Paul, get that hate out.
Seriously close to becoming on the level of Cowboys fans. Or at least y'all two are.
They're worse.
At least y'all two are.
I don't understand how I'm worse. Y'all just say something and we're like, that's not entirely accurate.
No,
you're worse.
What you do is you hijack topics. We bring up topics that have nothing to do with the Knicks.
You hijack Lakers topics.
You frame the topic in an analysis or comparison to the Knicks and then talk about the Knicks for 20 minutes.
If your team was a top...
We talked about trades. We tried to bring up trades and how they improve teams. And y'all framed that entire conversation into how that team stacks up with the Knicks.
No, you framed it around the Knicks. And then we're not... No, the problem is we don't accept...
You said...
We don't accept your Knicks hate.
Hold on.
And then when we challenge it, you come and Adam, listen to this. Because he said we tried to frame the conversation around the trades and all of that, right? The comment he made was literally about the Knicks. He said the Knicks want to win the chip this year because going forward, we're not better than them. He said they're going to run the East. And then he's mad. You're mad that we talk about our team?
So you're
not going to gaslight us.
What you're admitting is that you're easily triggered, and once the Knicks get brought up, you cannot let
gaslighting. That's gaslighting.
That's gaslighting. You made a comment that wasn't accurate.
No, listen, I'm done with the Knicks. I'm done with the Knicks.
Okay, all right.
I'm done talking about the Knicks. No more Knicks out for the month. No more.
You're gaslighting. We're not going to let you gaslight us. That's the
gaslighting.
All this to say, the actual point is the Pacers won the trade deadline. We know that. I said that already. I don't know. That was the first thing I said, and then you were like, "But I'm talking to Paul." All right.
You think they wanted more than the Cavs?
Yes. I don't know what. Like, this is what I get tight because like everyone that be like, Dre didn't say that. I don't know what. Maybe I'm speaking a different language.
He mixes up what I say and you say all the time.
All the time.
Like, he does all the time.
What about the Mavs? Did the Mavs win or lose? Trade deadline.
Did the Mavs win or lose? Oh, I forgot it. We have to. You're right, Alan. This is a great point. The Mavs are ass. Like, can we just go there?
I still think the Heat are bigger losers, though.
This is tampering at its finest level.
Yeah, I agree with Paul. I think the Heat are big losers in the Mavs because
Yeah.
at least they.
I
There's
don't
two
know.
ways to look. There's two ways to look at like the Mavs one because like Nico's not there anymore, right? So someone could say you could like they kind of won because they got something for Anthony Davis after all this mess. But if you look at it in like totality,
Yeah.
like this is like the post Luka, like this is what you get from Luka.
But this is
kind of crazy.
exactly my point because
That's
this is
really
just,
crazy.
It's not even one. It's not even like you can look at them in separate years. Like this is.
You kind of have to because they fired Nico, so I don't know.
I guess
it all goes back to that move though. It's all goes back
avalanche, man. You know what I'm saying?
It still goes back to that move.
It's like a domino effect, really. Like, do you blame the second domino or the first? The first, because it started it all.
That's a fact.
Good point.
That's a fact.
I don't know if I'm a Mavs fan, I'm gonna riot. I think they should.
No, for sure. For sure. You gotta go.
I think they should storm that.
You gotta go to the headquarters. You gotta go to the front office and start fighting people.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't. You know what it is. You know what it is. Sports fans don't protest enough, like in public. That's what we gotta start doing. Demand better. Pharaoh said this a long time ago. Demand better of your teams. Demand better.
Before we end, I do want to say just one quick thing about the Wizards. A couple quick things actually.
They're tampering. That's what I want to say. They are tampering.
It's crazy because they just said Anthony Davis is going to be out for the season.
There's nothing.
The league. Adam Silver might have to step in because this is crazy at this point. But put that aside for a second. I think overall, maybe not like on the court, but like when it comes to like front office, I'm gonna say the Wizards did like a winning move.
Yes,
because I think what they just did is fire. They changed the whole franchise around from like what it was a couple years ago. But more importantly, you got two potential like superstars in the conference, and you give up none of like your biggest assets, whether it's your own draft picks or whether it's like your young players. You give up none of your biggest assets, right. And on top of everything, because all the young guys are still on the rookie contracts, you got two max players and you're still under that first apron. And I think they're a little bit under the tax. I think that's like masterful, like GMing.
I'm gonna be
so. Yeah, I think, and it's because they're low risk. Because if the team is just bad, you still have your the team is still bad. You still have your young players still getting experience. You still have your draft picks, and Trae Young and Anthony Davis are on expiring contracts. So if they bad, you can either just trade them or let them walk. Like you do all. It's a high reward, low risk move, and like I think they're the real winners of this trade deadline doing that because that was fire, and I don't know how they pulled it off.
That's an underrated pick, Alan, and I really love it. And honestly, to just capitalize on what you're saying, I don't want to see a healthy Wizards team. I really don't.
It could be something, and if they're not whack, or Anthony Davis keeps getting hurt, they could just move away from him pretty easy, and that's fire. But if they're healthy,
Anthony Davis is the center that Trae Young's been begging for a decade.
Yeah.
Listen, Adam Silver need to take away that pick, man.
That's correct. And I'm not trying to make everything about the Knicks, but this is the second time we call this a protected.
Yes.
And the team tanked, was permitted to tank.
Yes.
And keep it. This can't go on. We should get testing no matter what.
The NBA doctors need to examine Trae Young and give him a true timetable on when he could come back. And if he doesn't come back in that time, take away their pick. Give it to the, if it's a number one team, give it to the Knicks. Because right now, he
still hasn't played, right?
I don't think so.
Nah.
Yeah, they got traded almost a month ago. That's crazy.
But he's been, yeah. If that pick falls below a lottery pick, then it goes to the Knicks. But if it stays a lottery pick, then they keep it. So they're trying to keep it as a high pick. So that's why they're saying
top 8 protected.
Yeah. Then examine Trae Young, man. They need the NBA official doctors. Give him a timetable.
No, watch them get the number 1 pick too. Watch them get the number 1.
Now that's interesting. Trae Young and Anthony Davis with the top pick, whoever that is.
Watch them get the number 1 pick because Adams. I don't know.
I don't know. The Mavericks getting that number 1 pick is so crazy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We out.
All right, y'all. You did it. Yeah, good. Any more final thoughts?
Yeah. Next look.
Shout out to Cam Thomas. Good luck
What?
in the future.
For what?
What he do?
He got waived. Y'all didn't see that he got waived.
You got
Cam
waived?
Thomas got waived.
Cam Thomas got
How
waived.
did you not bring this?
Lying.
How did you
He got
not bring
waived.
this up? No, wait a second.
I didn't. I thought y'all knew. It's not that big of a news.
Nah,
I knew it was going to happen.
Cam Thomas
I knew it was
getting
gonna
waived is
happen.
big. We
Yeah, I
better
don't know.
go-
So let's
Oh,
see if
we
he
better
gets
go
picked
sign
up
him.
by someone. Yeah, I got too many guards already.
We
You're
don't got
muted. You're
enough.
muted.
I forgot
We don't-
one thing, Alan. Like I said, I went to that Nets Lakers game. Don't tell me that's a professional basketball team ever again.
Oh, bro, no.
Brother, I
that was
watched
not
40
the game. That was
I
not
watched-
the game to go.
I
see.
watched 48 minutes of a pickup basketball game. Them men in them black and white jerseys would come down, pass a couple times, shoot a three, miss it, and play defense. That was the entire game. Disgusting.
Listen, there are games for some reason where they show up really bad like that, but most of the games they actually play well and hard, and games end up being close despite the loss and everything. But there are every once in a while games where they lose by 30. So the Lakers game was close, but it started off as like a 30, 40-point loss, and they just got better in garbage
Said
time.
every
after
once in
that
a while,
first half.
haven't they been blown out by 40 like 4 to 5 times this month alone?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But before that, no, it's been like 2 times.
But before that,
Before that, all the games are really close. Those 40-point losses are big news because it's not been happening. In December, we had a winning record. The Nets, I know no one's gonna believe you, but this Nets team is like pretty decent. The young players are really good, and we have a future. I'm
Paul and
excited
Drake,
for it.
can you name the starting lineup for the Brooklyn Nets?
No one's gonna
here.
That's fine.
Nicholas Claxton. Hold
Nick
on.
Claxton. Nick Claxton.
That's it. That's
I-
I'll give you
Cam
$100
Thomas
if you
getting
can name the
waived.
point guard. I'll give you $100 if you can name the point guard without googling it.
Oh, I do know the point guard.
I'm not even gonna lie. I lost that.
Joseph something.
What?
Yo, why did y'all waive Cam Thomas though?
That's
he
crazy.
he hasn't played in like a month. He wasn't.
Why?
He's no longer part. One, he has injuries, and two, he just doesn't fit. Even when he got healthy, he wasn't really part of the rotation anymore. He just doesn't fit the team.
But okay, is it because they're trying to tag for real, or is it because like
No,
he
no,
just
no.
wasn't?
He
playing
just wasn't. He wasn't playing well. He doesn't fit the role they want him to do, and it was not part. He just doesn't fit. Trust me when I say he just does not fit the team anymore. Like I like him as a player, but he refused to play the role that they wanted him to do. He wanted to
Cam
play more
Thomas has
defense.
no
They wanted him to
value.
play.
It's crazy.
Huh?
Oh, someone said Cam Thomas has no value, and all I'm gonna say
I'm not gonna say that. That's tough because he's a really, really, really good scorer. You know what I mean? But he just doesn't pass the ball. This is an offense where being able to pass, dribble, shoot is the most important thing. He's a streaky shooter when it comes to people. He could score the hell out the ball, but he's a streaky shooter. He didn't pass when he needs to pass. He wasn't making the right reads at all. It was clear that he did not really want to like be part of the specific offense.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Mhm.
If his career fizzles out, I'm blaming the Nets for that. That man is nice.
I don't blame you. That's fair.
That man is nice.
I hate it has to end like this because you're right. If his career does like that, it is the Nets' fault. So I hate that it end like this because I got here and said it. He's mad nice.
Trick you into what you think
He's
he looks
mad
like.
nice, but he just didn't fit the role. It sucks because he came in as like a really important piece for the Nets, and then low key like the whole Durant, Kyrie, Harden thing kind of really messed up his career. I think that was the biggest part of it because it forced him to have to find another role, and he was just never to get that, and it's really unfortunate. But I hope he ends up with a good playoff team and be a spark plug off the bench because the man is really talented. He needs to be on the NBA team. And my biggest fear for him is that he's gonna end up just killing it in Europe somewhere. But he really should be on the NBA roster just getting buckets because he's really that nice at getting buckets. But I wish him all the best.
Anybody that picks him up is going to immediately get better. I don't care.
All I'm saying is this: do not let Luka Doncic get his hands on him.
I will say though, because because I'm reading the comments. I'm gonna say real quick, but one of the comments said bro should be his agent. He gotta take a little bit of blame for that. I don't know his agent or him, I don't know, but he gotta take a little blame for that because the Nets did offer him like 30 for 2 years, and he was not trying to do that. And I think once he declined that offer, he was not going to find a rotation spot. If he took that, he would have at least got some more minutes and become a trade piece. But because he didn't want to get paid less than like the Emmanuel Quickleys of the world and the Bones Highlands of the world, because he's nicer than them. He wants to be paid on the same wavelength as them or nicer than them. But because of that, they kicked him out the rotation, and now his career is kind of like in limbo. So I hope it ends up good for him though, because that man is really nice.
Yeah, man.
And the Nets are a decent young team. I'm telling you.
Are they?
Y'all not going to see it. Y'all not going to see it just now, but I promise you, soon y'all going to see it. It's a plan. The pieces are talented. The point guard name is Igor Donim. I'm trying to pronounce it right. It's like
Summer 27.
It's like Russian. I'm trying to pronounce it right.
That boy hoping for Summer 27.
I'm not. I want to develop. I want to get a good draft pick this year. I want to get one of the top 3 and develop young guys. I think we have a really good young pieces. I don't want to.
What are you trying to get Donovan Mitchell?
Nah. I'm done with that. No more. I want to build. This is the first time my whole life the Nets actually have a glimmer of hope for the future. I mean, like we've always had like players coming for. We've either
since they came to Brooklyn
had like good team. Even in the Jersey, from my young time,
act like the KD Kyrie team wasn't exciting. Let's not do that.
I'm saying for the future. I'm saying hope for the future. I never had a future. You know what I mean? Like the KD and Kyrie thing was cool.
I knew who ruined it, Kevin Durant, because y'all y'all should have kept Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, and Jared Allen. And that was vet talent with young core. That core would have grew together and been something special.
I agree.
And now every single one of their careers is ruined. All 4 of them.
When Kyrie and KD came to the Nets,
Dinwiddie, LeVert, Joe Harris, and Jared Allen, all their careers are ruined.
No, LeVert's career is ruined. No.
He was a starter on an NBA team that was a playoff-bound team. What is he now?
A valuable piece off the bench.
That's why he's had 4 jerseys in 4 seasons?
You said what?
That's why he's had 4 jerseys in 4 seasons?
That can be valuable.
People want him, and he's everywhere. So,
but what I was trying to say is when Kyrie and KD came, like I knew we were going to be nice for 3-4 year tops, but I knew it wasn't going to be forever. What I'm saying now is I see like a long-term future with players now, and I never had that before because the players always came here. Anytime we were nice, players came in like the middle of their prime or towards the end of the prime for the most part. So that's what I meant when I said this is the first time we have hope for the future. But we'll see. I'm ready to end it if y'all are.
Hell yeah. All right.
All right, fast breaks.
Well, fast breaks, fam.
Light it up.
Peace.
Never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights, man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands, we run 3-man weeks, Paul, Dre, and Allen, yeah. Way more than a fan, we got love for the game, we don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm the run the fast break, throw me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break, throw me the outlet.